Welcome in, welcome in. Today we are playing some D&D with Captain and others. By others I mean, we got Kaito playing, I always mess up that name. We also have Atlas playing as Omar, and we have Sasha playing as Sasha, and then there's me playing as Julie. Welcome in, Couch Potato. I hope you're having a good morning. I was gonna say good morning, good night, good day, but that's for later. I'm currently listening into Captain's stream.
An excursion out.
And
to
we're just jumping right into D&D.
back to film.
Last time we had
If you don't see my model inherently,
the beginning of the story,
just need to say this. You don't see my model movie
where we found out there's this town
Sir,
trapped by
there is
like a
error
blizzard.
that I cannot fix. And for
I'm turning down Captain a little bit. So the town is trapped by a blizzard. We don't know what's causing it or who's causing it or any of that. We need to figure that out while also saving Barrison's brothers? It's a clan, so there's Barrison Redwood and the Redwood clan that we need to save from the blizzard. We were told to talk to the mayor, so maybe we'll get to that today. I do have one more contact that I need to contact, but we're just gonna get into the game. Switching over. That's not the game. There's the game.
Hello, intrepid adventurers.
You were super loud for a second.
Hello?
That happened. Hello, intrepid adventurers.
Jesus.
Hello.
I need to mute your stream. There we go.
Oh gods, really?
What?
It's like I'm surprised you don't have me at like 1.
What do you mean one? What?
Like never mind. Not important.
You slipped into an accent.
I always do that. And I wouldn't even call this an accent.
I would.
I wouldn't. So, does anyone want to tell me what happened last time? This
I was
is how I
doing
keep-
my own little preview on my stream already.
Well, I'm making people try to remember in general.
So we were in the tavern. There was that guy who came in, and he collapsed. And he said there was this huge storm, and encompassing this one town that the other groups of because he was like he was a delivery man basically.
Mm-hmm.
His whole other group is trapped there. He's helping, and we're like, okay, we'll go sort it out. But then after that, we all agreed to meet back up later after we collected general supplies and did what we need to do.
All right.
That about summarizes it.
If I remember correctly, 3 out of 4 of us are going to a show.
Yeah, the carnival or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's actually where I'm staying, like to sleep.
So, yes, that is also true.
Yeah, you're staying with the sign.
Mm-hmm. I'm a girl.
Indeed. I'm making sure everything's... Oh boy. What's that? Sorry, something went really wrong on my screen for a second and everything freaked out.
Hello. Hi.
So, we're gonna wait just a second. As soon as I can get other things to work. Okay, computer. I see our game today. It's not a game I want to play today. Oh boy. I have to keep so many things open, and I have to make sure so many things are not catching fire. As long
Yeah,
as
that
people
would be
can
a
hear.
good call. Yeah, don't set your computer on fire.
It's more like a metaphorical fire than a literal one. Hopefully.
Hello, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
All right. So,
Whose streams am I supposed to be pulling up here?
that's up to you. I know I'm a crazy person. I have all your streams open.
I'm trying to do all of... Depends on who's live.
I'm not live.
I think it's Yumi and Atlas.
Okay, then I got Captain and Alice's streams up.
I was
Oh,
literally the first person out this stream. I ran there.
Nice. Oh, my gosh. I'm surprised that Nene, you're not on your own stream to make sure that things are not lagging out to subspace.
I can see mine.
All right, that's fine.
I have the
know.
mod view up.
Ah, fair enough. All right. So, if that's the case, I just need to make sure mine's not catching fire. Okay. So with that,
Hi, Sasha.
I see you stream and you're just so freaking cute, dude.
yay! Hi, Draco. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Aw, thanks.
Enjoy the ramen, Draco. Oh god, please stop crashing. I hope. Am I like robotic to anyone, or am I coming out clearly?
Your video on Discord is clearly.
But what about my audio?
Your audio sounds clear to me. I don't know if it's clear on stream or not, but
I'm
Cool.
checking
That's-
stream.
Okay. I'm surprised that I can see Draco just
Surprised
you see
that
Draco
Nene,
just
you're not on
going
your own stream.
Kaito. Hi Kaito.
You sound good on your stream, Captain.
Okay, good, perfect. Because I can't hear my own stream, so it's entirely based on the rest of this. All right. Yeah,
I might
I
have to
hope
get
that.
my taco shell.
So
I'm cold.
with that, we return back to our intrepid adventurers. I know that when we last left off, we were having everyone do the few little things they needed to do before they headed off to either to the show or to sleep for the next day, or to sleep for the next day in the case of for your journey off to the northern city, to the northern town of Fellmoon Droft. Now, where do we begin? Ah, yes. Julie,
What?
we're going to start with you,
Okay.
because everyone else is going to the show. So, Julie, you said you wanted to speak to some people.
Yes.
So, you have now returned back to the Weather Vane. You see that the crowd is even thinner than it was before. There is about next to no one really in it. There is only now Oswald, the barkeep, and you don't see Barrison by the fireplace anymore. You just see Oswald kind of by himself over
Oswald?
at the... Yes, that's the barkeeper's name.
I thought it was Oscar.
Oh. Well, yes, my... No. Yes, it is Oscar. My bad. I am reading
I got
other
good
things.
notes.
Yep, no, I forgot between one thing to another. I had changed it a long time ago. You have good notes. I have one messed up note because I was reading an old name that I scratched out a long time ago.
oh yeah, no, I have Oswald as the tavern owner. Why do I have Oswald?
No, maybe you are right. Hold on. Does anyone else have Oswald? Because I have Oswald as my notes.
I think he
You used
reverted
it
into
interchangeably.
Oscar. Yeah, I
Did
think
he revert to
reverted.
Oscar?
Yeah.
There's a potential. There's a potential of that.
It was his second personality.
It's a second personality. Yeah, that's fair. Yes, it was my bad doing something else. Yes, Oswald is his name. That's my mistake, and I will own up to
I'm
it.
pretty sure it's Oscar.
I know for a fact it's
I
Oswald.
was editing the video before we went live.
Nay. I wrote the man.
Yes, and you also said at the end of last campaign that most of the names you made up on the spot.
No.
Yes, you did.
I said at the end of last session afterward that most of them I did not make up on the spot.
You did because of, what was his name? I didn't write it down because he wasn't talking to me. What was it, Leslie?
Buggy?
Yes, which I intentionally made the dwarven man mistakenly say on purpose incorrectly.
I'm gonna pull it up now. I can prove you wrong.
Either way, let's make our way back to here. So,
What is
the bar
up to
is
those
clearing
quests
out of
is
it more
entirely
now,
up to what they find and how.
and people.
I can.
Drop down
Thank you.
a mug of mead next to her.
And look to see if I can.
And
figure
you're
out
back in here.
What looks like
I'm making
a-
people disappear.
One moment as I deafen you so my stream can hear you say Oscar.
Blasting wind of snow walks in through the door, and he gets up from the tavern behind the bar as two before collapsing over sideways.
Wait for it.
And everyone is just staring at this dwarf who just walked in. Oscar just looks
Oscar.
at across.
Oscar. I edited it. I remember. It is Oscar. Case in point.
That on this information.
Ta-da! It was Oscar.
I heard it.
I can't hear anything, so.
It
Well,
was
I'm
Oscar.
wrong. Well, let me rephrase this. I'm wrong. It's Oswald. Time to fix your notes.
I was right though. It was Oscar.
Fair enough. Well, his name is Oswald.
That's even a worse name though.
Oh well.
I hear Oscar, I think of a dachshund. Oswald, I think of an octopus.
Oh, yeah, well. Unfortunately, well, his name is that. Why is everything crashing super hard? Please stop crashing. Either way, his name is Oswald. That was my mistake, and thank you for correcting me this one time.
You said Oscar multiple times that whole entire stream.
Oh well. That's why I said it's wrong and I'm fixing it now. Welcome to Scuffed D&D. Where I made a mistake because I didn't read a word correctly.
You could have
'Cause
just
I'm-
gone with Oscar since you called him that like 15 times.
No, there's a very specific reason why he cannot be Oscar.
So there is an Oscar.
No, it's a weird copyright thing.
Oh.
That's the reason why he can't be Oscar.
Okay.
Oswald it is.
Oswald it is because Oscar is a weird copyright problem.
That's actually our safe word at work because we are a law firm. If we ever say Mr. Oscar's in the office, we're like, okay, call 911.
Oh jeez.
Oh god.
That's terrifying.
You work at a law firm too, Sasha?
Yeah, we deal with primarily civil collections and small claims. What about you?
Family law. So we get those people too.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's the private side. We have maybe 20 cases of that.
Oh yeah. It's lots of fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, because before I get distracted again, so Julie, you come back to the weather vane. It's empty for everyone except Oswald.
What time of day is it?
It is currently. What is going on? Hello. Sorry, I hear a background noise I shouldn't be hearing. It is currently turning sun. It's currently sunset.
So what time would that be? Because we
6.
left at 3.
Yes, and you've been gone for hours. It is now roughly 6 p.m.
Interesting. Well, I have to talk to Oscar. Or,
That's
sorry.
not his. Thank you. I was gonna say.
I'm gonna call him O until I get this right.
That works for me.
So I have to discuss with him.
Mhm.
Does he notice me, or is his back facing me?
No, he definitely sees you coming.
Okay. Well, Barrison, is he upstairs or did he go home?
Oh no, he's definitely upstairs. He is relaxing for the evening.
Did he, like, give you a letter or say anything?
Not really. No. I kind of sent him upstairs once he felt kind of warm, neutral, like a normal body temperature. I kind of sent him upstairs so he didn't have to go very far.
Okay, he said he would write a letter for his brother to give me.
Oh, he might still be writing it then. It might be
Okay.
upstairs in his room. First door on the right.
Okay, well, I won't bother him. I just know that he mentioned giving you the letter, just in case I didn't catch him.
I see. He's probably still writing it then if I have not received it.
Okay, then, I'll be heading up to my room.
Alright then. Please take care as you go up there. And you're gonna head upstairs?
Yep.
Cool. Did he tell you, did you ask him which one is your room?
Well, I assume that the key he gave me earlier had some sort of label on it.
It does. I'm glad you're observant of that. It has the number 5 written on it, which matches corresponding to the brass numbers that are affixed to each of the doors.
Okay, then I go to my room. I'm gonna assume since I have a key that the door has a lock.
Yep.
So I lock it behind me.
It is a deadbolt, yes. It's a deadbolt-esque. It is a deadbolt lock. So, this room is softly lit. There's not really a picture for this one. There's not really a picture for this
That's
room.
fine, we can imagine it.
Exactly. So what you have is a relatively dim lit room. There is about maybe 2 different light sources, one on a small wooden desk, lit, which is not necessarily a candle per se, but more of a lantern that is kind of just lit, but also at the same time not causing any issues. The other one is a set of 2 candles, one of a much shorter wick that is sitting on a desk with a chair that is up against it. These are not lit. There is one window that faces out the back side of the room. Next to that window is a bed. Wooden frames, what looks like relatively... It's not the comfiest thing. It's mainly what looks like a compiled together and cobbled together mattress stuffed with hay. There isn't really a sheet on it per se, but there is a blanket and a pillow.
Okay. Is there curtains around the window?
No. But it is closed though, so it's not like there's a draft coming through. It is inlaid with a crossbar of wood that holds the window tight, but can be opened inherently from the bottom upward.
Is there
So it can
any
be
way I
slid
could, like,
up.
hang a blanket in front of it to, make it so no one can look in the window and see anything?
Potentially, you'd have to get a little creative with doing it, but it's very likely you could shove it into part of like the wall. Like maybe if you held like a bar or something that you could find, maybe even...
Can I like pin it to the wall with my daggers?
Yes, you can definitely do that.
Okay. So I cover the window with a blanket, putting 2 daggers, one on each side of it so it doesn't fall.
Okay.
I take the chair from the little desk area, and I like lean it against the door under the doorknob so no one can like open it. Just as like an extra precaution.
Yep, extra little amount of precaution. That's understandably so.
I stand there for a moment, going through like a checklist to make sure like this whole entire room is no longer visible to anyone outside of the room.
Okay.
And then I say Crowley.
Just that one word?
Yep, just Crowley.
You feel a bit of a cold chill to the room as the single flame in the closed lantern flickers for just a moment before you see it flicker and then turn out as it disappears, and the room is plunged into complete darkness before four little sparks of flame appear into the corners of the room, making it somehow brighter than it was before, but knowing full well that nothing will cause this room to catch fire. Hello there. A voice calls from the darkness and steps forward. You know what's going to happen. We discussed this.
I know.
What looks like a human man steps forth into the light of the center of the room. His relatively sharp-dressed nature and the way he holds himself compares into his relatively short stature, surprisingly. His hair is slicked back, but not as far into a deep widow's peak, but slicked back enough. You called?
What do you know about Felmoondraft?
He gets a pleasant smile to his face for you. He goes, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Let's see. What do you need to know?
Well, I would like to know if you know anybody, anything, any curse or spell that could trap a whole town like Felmoondraft in a blizzard.
As you're saying the scriptures, he cocks his head back and forth, eyes darting into different directions, thinking ultimately to, and when you say blizzard, he goes, you see, I almost had something there for a second. But a blizzard. Trapping a town is easy. Trapping them in a blizzard, that's difficult. I can't necessarily think of it all that much. I'd have to get some time. Now, people, there's lots of people in that town. Lots of very good people, lots of not so very good people. And they're all wizardy folks. He kind of twiddles his fingers in the air a bit as he says it. Any number of people could possibly do that.
Trap
But I can't think of any.
town?
But I can't think of any person who would be. Well, any person that could get the hands on the wrong kind of magic. That place is infested with it. I say the word infested because that much amount of magic should not exist in one place. Hi, Matt.
Jesus.
Sorry, I'm gonna be doing that. Breaking the fourth wall there for a second. But I can't imagine any person that would truly be able to cause that kind of it on their own without assistance. Is that all you really needed to call me for and wake me up at this kind of day? Can't really tell. Kind of walks past you and kind of creaks his finger around the curtain and just goes, "It's still day." Closes the curtain again.
Well, I'm heading to the town in the morning.
Oh, is that where we are?
Well, I was thinking, how many people could be there? 100, maybe 200? And if they're all trapped in a blizzard that's slowly killing them one for one, well, you wouldn't be getting their souls now, would you?
He smiles and goes, "Not really the people there. Maybe one or two of them I have a contract with, but nothing else. They don't really need my assistance there."
But all the unclaimed souls that you could possibly take to hell. And as they say, one soul is as powerful as probably 10,000 suns.
In some cases. I'm not the only being collecting them, per se. But I do what I need.
How's your mother, by the way?
Oh.
She's a powerful witch, isn't she?
He kind of gives this snarl, like, twisted expression.
Perhaps she'll know who's causing this blizzard? Or what is causing this blizzard?
No, I wouldn't go that far. I don't need to see why you need to go outside of my jurisdiction. We have a deal, after all.
Yes, but if she has the information you do not...
Well, now I didn't
honestly,
say I
need
didn't have the information. But everything comes at a cost.
Well, we already have a deal, so it's not like I can offer much else.
Oh, we have... Well, there's always something that we can find out. I'll send you a I'll have a person send you... I'll send you a message in the morning of what I want.
Well, hopefully it can withstand the blizzard.
Oh, I'm certain it will. And the lights go out simultaneously to leave just the single flickered candle of the lantern returns back on, and the room comes back to its normal lit self without Crowley being there. Now, we move on to the theater. So, which of you wishes to go to the theater first?
Well, I actually have a question.
Oh, yes, of course.
So I am hopefully okay. I want to know if there's anything I can do to help improve, like anything I gotta buy, anything that I can do to help improve my persuasion, because I have a plan what I want to do, and I need to persuade someone to do something, but I want to have my best optimal chance.
In what
Is there like an enchantment shop of any sort? Is there like a potion I can brew?
That's a good question. In this town, there's not really anything that there are spells that you are aware. There are spells that are out there that give advantage or some additional clearance to people who are capable of becoming more friendly and giving you more direct information. But you also know that you currently have 3 people scared shitless that are willing to look for a very specific man for you.
So, I'm going to be point blank of what I'm trying to accomplish this one. I'm trying to get Sign to come with me to the town surrounded by the blizzard. I know she's very loyal to the circus, and I want to persuade her to leave them and adventure with me and, Omar and the rest of the group.
Okay. With that being said, okay, if that's what you're looking for, then
Yeah.
I think... Again, there are certain spells that allow to influence people's emotions toward things, but you also could simply just ask. You could ask her in general,
Okay.
because you never know if sometimes money is just the answer.
Okay. So going back to
Yes.
where I was though, I never told them how to reach me. The 3 people who were scared shitless of me. And
Oh, yeah.
it was just in the door frame, just like towering over me.
Hmm.
So I need to do that before I walk out and go to the thing.
Okay. So you're gonna go back and it's like, hey, you! Sort of situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do go back to the building you found them at before. There, and it can't be more than about maybe like 10 minutes since you last left. For the moment, you managed to catch one of them just leaving out the back, like the last of them leaving out the back, sort of situation.
Mhm.
Do you something? You see him in the back, just walking out, not stealthily,
I go,
but
hey.
like kind of stands up straight, turns around and sees you. Yes.
Neither one of you or your friends asked me how you can give me that information.
Trust me, we're able to find people. That's not a problem. It's kind of what we do.
I go, even in a town surrounded by a blizzard.
What?
Exactly.
What do you mean by that?
No, it's none of your concern at this exact moment, but as a general statement, what about supernatural forces? Do you have anything to counter that?
Listen, I think you're trying to ask the wrong people if you're trying to send us to strange places. Like, we can get you information, but we're going to get you that information. Yeah. We're gonna get you that information, but what do you mean by supernatural forces?
If I am in a place that is not generally available, how are you going to give me that information? Are you going to send a hawk to a certain place where I will have to pick up?
We were just gonna send a guy. You're saying you're leaving town?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you going? So we know to send the guy to the right place.
So I'm going a little bit up north to Fell Moon.
Oh. Okay. I get you. But what's this about a blizzard?
I look at him. I'm not here to make small talk. Are you going to be able to give me the information or not? I have places to be.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I'm just trying to make sure I understand why you're bringing up a blizzard. Like we going into a blizzard?
You're not going. You're not going into a blizzard. I may be.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, we got it then. Good.
Okay, good. That's all I need to confirm.
Yeah. Gotcha. Listen, lady, I gotcha.
And if you don't, remember what I said.
I already know what's gonna happen. My kneecaps are gonna go away. I know.
And that's if I'm in a good mood.
That's what I was afraid you were gonna say. You hear him mutter under his breath.
Alright, after that, I think I get my general information of what I won, so I'd want to go back to the show that I promised I'd see.
All right. So you're heading off to the theater. Omar, are you still with Sasha heading off to the theater? Omar. I think
Hello?
you're pushed to talk.
Yeah,
Hello.
push talk. Hi.
Okay, I didn't think it was working for a second.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, I was just watching Sasha do all of that kind of thing, right?
Yes. Unless you wanted to
So-
step in, you're welcome to step in at any time.
No, I don't think I have much intimidation factor. So
You kicked down a door and scared
Yeah.
people shitless.
I'm what they call a gentle giant.
Understood.
So, wait. Yeah, no, I think what's Sasha doing now? Because I know she just interrogated, or well, what's called, asked them more about how they were going to contact her, if I remember correctly.
So now that Sasha's gotten the information that she wants, for looking for a very specific individual, I'm purposely not saying this direct information because I don't want to spend more time doing it.
Yeah.
She and you are both heading off to the theater for the show tonight.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, okay. And then are you asking me what I'm going to do at the theater kind of thing?
We're gonna move to the theater in a moment. I want to ask, is there
Okay.
anything you want to do before you go to the theater?
Oh, no. I'm just following her until we get to the theater, and then I'll...
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Got it. In that case, Elias,
Yes.
is there anything you'd like to do before I move us to the theater?
Nope, I'm ready to head to the theater. I did everything I needed to.
Fantastic. So, who do you? Which of you wishes to get to the theater? Which group of you wishes to get to the theater first?
Sasha, is there something you're wanting to do there first before the show starts?
Yeah, so before the show starts, I kind of want to
Hmm?
figure out where me and Omar will be sleeping. So I'd want to kind of try and find Sign or Buggy to see
Okay.
where our, like, not rooms, I guess, in a sense, will be, but where our sleeping accommodations will be set
Got
at.
it. Perfect. So the two of you head over to the theater house, which I just quickly pinged for everyone else. And it is this large building. Has red walls, this glass and wooden ceiling to the top to let natural lighting in. And as you get close to the large double doors that let into the building, you see what looks like a crowd beginning to form. You don't see anyone that you recognize from the bar that could be part of the troupe, be it Buggy or Sign. But you do see, and you just see this large group of people standing in a line, waiting to get into the theater. As you see that, though, you see a side door open on the left-hand side of the building. And as you see this happen, you see poking out. Sorry. As you see poking out from the door, you see what looks like a gnome man. This gnome man looks at you two, and kind of like gives you a waving hand over to quickly address and set up. It's like they come here sort of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you walk over? Like he goes like just some eyes. He goes like, psh, psh, you, come here.
I walk over to him. And I tell Omar, like, you can follow, but you can choose not to follow. It's up to you.
I'll go sit down at like any of the seats for the theater just before
Oh,
anybody gets there.
Well, currently we're outside.
Oh
the
wait,
building.
you guys are still. Oh, we're still outside. Okay. Never
Yeah,
mind,
yeah,
I'll
we're
follow
still-
her then.
Yeah, we're still outside the building. You're
Okay.
being called. You're being like gestured over.
All right. Without like saying anything, I'll just like slowly follow behind. So.
Okay. As the two of you follow over to the door, you're let into a room that is large and grandiose by size. In fact, when my computer stops freaking out, where'd you go? Stop it. Please. I hate when my things break. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't keep crashing like this all the time. Okay, you are let in, and I will bring over on the map accordingly. You two are let into a large room. This room is filled with chairs. There we go. It has a grand stage at the far side of the wall and many, many, many seats. You look above you and there are also balcony. There is a row for balcony, but you're not quite certain how to get there yourself. But as you're gestured in, from one of the curtains behind you pops out the same gnome man before, in a very deep, heavy, like chain-smoking voice. He goes, "Are you the two we're expecting to be here? Sign said she was expecting guests. I assume you two are the guests?"
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Ah, good. Let me go get it for you. And he goes into the back. It's like, wait just a moment. Ultimately, in the moment, would you like to explore anything around that you see?
I would like to see if there's anything underneath. Like, can I do a perception check?
Underneath what?
Anything underneath, like the seats, anything like hanging.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You give me a perception check then.
14.
Awesome.
And
Yes.
If possible, can I do?
And then I have a plus
that'd
5
be a stealth
perception.
check. Could I? Yeah, can I do a perception too and try to figure out like the layout of the building and like how to get up to that second floor?
Absolutely.
That'd be perception? Okay.
Yeah, perception as well.
Okay.
Well, you can give me perception checks.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then...
you got a 5 plus 1, so 6. Oh yeah.
Okay. You
yeah, I
go.
got a 14 plus a 5.
Awesome. So, Omar, I'll start with yours because yours is a lot easier response to go off of. You look, it's like, darn, that must be a really pretty view from up there. Too bad I can't figure out how to get up there. Maybe it's somewhere not in this room. I can't see a direct way up. That's your thinking as you look around the room.
Seems accurate.
For Sasha, you look under the seats. For the most part, you find pretty much nothing aside from like maybe some silver, maybe a few copper pieces just left behind, stuck in.
Can I pocket those?
Absolutely, you can. You don't find much. You find like maybe like 2 silver and like 8 copper.
Okay.
It's very small pocket change that like fell out of someone's pocket and an occasional few seats here and there, just randomly scattered.
Mm-hmm.
Either intentionally cleared out or just forgotten and like no one bothered to check in the couch cushions. But a solid minute passes, ultimately to have Cyan pop out from the door you came in. She goes, Trying to remember Sign's voice. She goes, "Ah, you made it. Good."
I walk up to her and be like, "Hey, Green Eyes. So where are we gonna be sleeping? Inside the seats?"
No. I got a better spot for that. And she takes you up onto the stage. You should be able to move your characters, by the way. She takes you up onto the stage, up the little stairs that are here. And she kind of falls off to the edge of the curtain, pulls it back, and you see, and she takes you right behind the stage for a second, going, "It may not be the most," and off to the side. And you see a relatively what kind of looks like a cluttered space, but has couches and some tables. It's like a stage room.
I shrug and say, "I've slept on worse. I've slept on nothing."
I was like, "Well, I'm glad not to disappoint," she goes. And well,
There is something I would like to discuss with you.
Oh?
And
What's
it's
that?
something I wanted to give you some time to mull over rather than make an initial blanket statement of what your answer is.
Mm-hmm.
The events we saw in the tavern, that is quite concerning. And it seems like there is going to be some forces we are going to have to deal with when we figure out what is exactly happening. I, for one, do not like to come unprepared. You are someone who has tried a very similar lifestyle to me. That I can tell alone. Another thing I can tell is that you aren't immediately gonna backstab me. I would like to request for you to come with me and Omar and the other two to that town of Felmoon so we can figure out what events and why they're happening.
But what's in it for me, though?
Well, for what I will pay you for your time. This isn't something out of charity. As me, myself, I've never done anything out of charity myself either. But what I can also give you in return is something this job will not be able to give you itself. Your thrill, your adventure. I know you like the bloodlust that you get. This job won't be able to provide you the life that you are so desperately seeking, even for just a brief moment. You don't have to decide right now.
I'll have to think about it. As unfortunately for you, you may see the old eyes that I had, but those days are gone. I don't really have much of a interest in that anymore.
The second I walked up to you, you already had 3 daggers at the ready.
The daggers are mainly so that no one left, so people would leave me alone while I could get a drink. It was a hard day today. But the idea of kicking it out in the field again does get me some interest.
And you would not be alone. Me and Omar would have your back. He's been nothing but a loyal companion through and through. And besides, I grab her on the shoulder. It'd be good to have some bonding time, me and you, one-on-one.
She give me a persuasion check.
I'm gonna throw up if I fail this. Oh no. I got a 5 and my persuasion is a +4, so I got a 9.
She kind of takes your hand off of her shoulder, not in a very awkward way, but more like you don't need to kind of like in a sense of like
Butter her up.
yeah, it's like you don't have to do that. I gotta see what's coming up in the next week or so. After all, I'm kind of their opening act, but I also hear that a big shot's coming in in the next few days. So if it's just a big shot, they may not need an opener.
Well,
Oh,
we
no.
do leave tomorrow morning. The opportunity is yours to say yes or no. Regardless, there's no hard feelings.
Well, I appreciate the benefit of no hard feelings. And she then steps behind the curtain, off into the distance, and you are left where you are standing. You hear from the back, though, it's like, "Hey, Sasha, I better see you in the audience."
You know you will.
And with that, we cut back to the outside of the building, where Elias,
Yes, hello.
you're making your way to the theater now, where you
Yeah.
see
Go ahead.
where you see what looks like the large red building with the wooden frame structure and the glass roof with a line of people kind of on the outside waiting to get in. Hello. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Get a mute. I apologize for this real fast. So, Elias, you see before you the line that is crowding outside. And you see what looks like, and you see a man walk out of the front of the building, going, "The show is starting in 25 minutes. Tickets will be picked up now." And you see some people kind of like not pushing, but like begin the trudge line into the building, handing over their tickets. As you see the man shouting and continue, additional or new tickets can still be purchased at the box when you come to the door. And what would you like to do?
First of all, I want to... Can you tell me how windy it is outside right now?
It is a very calm, not very windy day at all.
Okay, then I'll go up to the box and I will order a ticket.
All right. You see what looks like this relatively like almost like hunched shrimp woman kind of behind the bar, kind of behind the booth table with some glasses that run down her face, a little to the edge bridge of her nose. She looks up and go, "Ticket for one."
Ticket for one.
All right. She goes, "Okay, that'll be 1 silver."
Here you go. I pass over the silver to her.
And she hit, "Fantastic. Here you are. Have a good show." And she hands you a ticket through the booth door. Entrance is on my right. That ticket gets you any seat in the house except the balconies.
Real quick, ma'am, do you mind if I ask you one question?
Of course. How can I help you? I live to serve.
Sorry, that's my character's not laughing.
Oh, I know. I did that on purpose. It's like, oh, she knows.
Ma'am, can you tell me if you have a fire thrower here performing tonight?
It's not my job to. It's not my job to figure out who is running the venue. I just sell the tickets. If you want to ask who is performing, and she points to the very loud-speaking man in the colorful clothes behind you, collecting tickets from the crowd of people. He's the one to ask.
I nod at her, I grab my ticket, and I turn and walk over to the colorful man.
You step is like, welcome! Are you here to see the show this evening?
Yes, actually, I had a question for you regarding some of your performers. I did hear from a dwarven man over at the inn that there was going to be a fire thrower tonight. Is that right?
Why, of course! He is our grand finale!
Okay, very good. That was all that I had to know. Thank you. So I head into the...
It's like he's about to continue on the grand gesture of more of this man's intrepid adventures of what will be shown tonight. And it's like, is that all?
That's all I need.
Excuse me.
Here's my ticket.
Okay. Well, come in. Come right up. And you step in, and we step back into the theater. There we go. I need Sasha and Omar, where would you like to sit in the theater? Since people are now filing in.
Oh, we gotta get that front row seat, you know?
You want that front row? Okay.
We gotta get that front row seat. Come on,
Sasha.
If he does that, I'm probably gonna be on the way back over here.
In the way back! In the way back!
Well, not
All
because
right.
he's up there, because I feel like my character would want to always be observant of who's coming in and be able to leave quickly and also be like, just kind of like not at first initially seen.
Mine's oblivious and I must do loud claps in front of everybody.
Wait, will Sign be able to see me if I'm right here?
Potentially. It
All
is
right,
not
no.
the. It is.
I'm right here.
It is not.
Yeah.
It is not the. It is not the brightest lit building there is. There we go. There we go.
No, I want to make sure she sees me.
As it should be. People begin
Can I just
filling.
make a sign though? Like, is it possible to buy T-shirts or any merch in this area?
Not. Unfortunately, not necessarily. This is more just like a traveling circus show. They don't really have a lot of merch.
Or if they did, I'd like to be like, I love Sign T-shirt.
Sasha's about to pull up with the foam finger #1 fan.
I love that. That's fantastic. Maybe on a future show, but not. Maybe you could give some. Maybe at the end of the show, you can give some comments to the person running it. It's like, you should be selling merch. I think he'd love the idea of him selling more things.
I'll talk to Buggy afterwards.
All right. With that being said, Elias, you step into the theater. People are filled in. I'm personally not filling it with every single individual human being that could ever be filled with seats.
Yeah, that'd be a little difficult.
Mostly because I don't know if my computer can handle it.
Yeah, I would aim for the seat closest to the door. Is that free?
Absolutely.
All right, that's where I'm going.
There are two exits and entrances. There's the one you came in, and then there is one over here.
Yeah, I would be the one where everybody's filing in, so right there.
Yep. Or at least you believe that this one is an exit. You're not 100% certain because you haven't come out of that door yet, so you're not 100% certain if it is the entrance or an exit, or potentially the way upstairs even.
All right, that's fine.
All right. With that, people begin filing in. It takes about maybe 15 or 20 or so minutes. Everyone comes in. All of the most of the house lights don't inherently dim, as there aren't really electricity running through the building, but the stage lights, which are simply things that are on the stage pointed forward, you could guess that they are simply like bowl lanterns to light up the stage, are lit, and two more large ones from what looks like the rafters come facing toward center stage. At that time, from behind, I'm saying everyone in the audience gets relatively quiet, and a beginning drum snare begins to play. Krang! And out from the center of the stage, of the center of the curtain, steps the same colorful man that you saw before. Outside, his coat long and lengthy to the floor, covered in reds, blacks, and blues, in a pattern that looks a mix of polka dots and just mishmashed hodgepodge, to be honest with you. It looks atrocious. It is an eyesore to behold. He steps forward to about here on stage, and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to this evening's thrilling performance by Grenadier's very own troupe, the Magnificent." He's waiting for the oohs and ahs to come down because he hears the ooh. The Magnificent, Spectacular, Exponential Clock Tower. That is the group I'm saying, and people just begin cheering for them as you hear it. Without a further ado, we present to you, and he steps back, the Clock Towers, and he steps behind stage, and all the lights turn toward the right-hand stage. This is where you'd expect Sasha. This is where you'd expect Sign to show up, but nothing seems to happen. In fact, no one seems to come out at all, and people are confused.
Can I, get up and kind of, peer over and see if I can initially see anything?
Sure, you can do that. Give me a perception check.
Alright, 16, and then my perception is a, +5.
Gotcha. So you are able to see that Sign's not there, but you do see Sign in the corner, and you see her arguing with Buggy behind the stage curtain. He's telling her to get out there, and and she's trying to explain something to him, but you're not able to make out what it is. Ultimately, you see Buggy get fed up and walk out onto stage himself. And as soon as I go that, you see him ultimately walk out onto the stage himself. Sorry to interrupt the show, everyone, as he kind of uncomfortably walks to center stage. This is not usually how our performance kind of goes. I'm sorry to let you all know this, but tonight's performance has to be canceled. we're currently missing most of the requirements needed and most of our equipment for the finale, you see. I'm sorry. You can find your refunds at the booth? He's not certain how to act. It's like,
What?
he
And
kind
I
of
like.
gives us signal for like, wrap it up.
What do you mean by equipment?
Did you just shout that?
Yeah.
Shout that at him?
Yeah.
He stutters as he steps back, and it's like, kind of ignoring the question, just steps behind the curtain. Just kind of goes there. You can see Sign from where you're standing. You can see Sign, just like a palm of her head, like the palm of her head at the top of her forehead, rubbing it back forward, and kind of just looks up ultimately to like look at you. Like if you can see that she's not looking at you directly, but she can kind of just like, you can just see like something's like, that was atrocious. And people
Is she like visibly upset or visibly annoyed?
annoyed.
Okay.
She is visibly annoyed.
Am I allowed to head back there?
Yes. Nothing is currently stopping you from getting on the stage and going behind the curtain.
Because isn't like me and Omar's sleeping quarters area situation kind of near that?
Yeah. You could say it is, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Omar if he wants to come with.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. We
I don't even say anything, I
kind
just follow behind you, just silently.
of so like in the shuffle of everyone grumbling and groaning and kind of just being a little rude to everything
Mhm.
about the whole situation.
Yep.
Omar kind of squeeze our way through the crowd that's going to the left. We're trying to go forward to the stage. I jump up on the stage as it's a little bit, a few more feet above the ground level.
Well,
And I
Mhm.
keep going. What were you
there's
gonna
a
say?
set of stairs on each side of the stage that you also can
Well,
just
I'm
walk
too
up.
cool to use stairs.
That's fair. Fair enough. I'm just reminding you that there is a set of stairs.
And so I go and I kind of like move the curtain a little bit so I can enter in.
Okay. You do so without any issue. Behind,
The sign's still there.
yes, you currently see behind the stage, what is currently Buggy, the colorfully dressed man, and Sign, all currently having what is basically a heated argument. And
Do I
you
listen
begin,
in?
as you catch the, as you catch because this is where technically you are right now. You catch them coming in where Buggy is shouting, and it's like, listen, I did the best that I could. This is short notice. How was I supposed to expect all the materials for the grand finale fireworks and sparklers to be stolen by goblins? Buggy, we should have. This is why I told you to do the checks before the show. Now, everyone, just stay calm. We didn't have to cancel the performance. But it's already been done, and you see the guy walk off. You see him kind of walk off, just like, how am I supposed to get back the money that I spent for this show? And he walks off. Ooh, do not do that. I was about to do hello there. You see him walk off a bit. And this is where Sign catches your attention. Well, she sees you here now. And she kind of like addresses you like, Sasha, what are you doing here?
I look at her, I'm like, well, you invited me to the show, and this is the only type of entertainment the show's providing.
Oh, I see. Heated argument. My kind of part of the show isn't all per se stopped. Well, how much did you hear?
I hear that your equipment was stolen by goblins
Now,
due to the inefficiency of a certain individual.
hey, it's not my fault they got stolen. It's my fault I went and checked before show that they were still there.
You know, that's pretty valid.
Listen,
But-
I know they were goblins,
Uh-huh.
and the only reason why I know they were goblins is because we caught one of them kind of trying to get out.
Where is
saw
he?
him, well, he's kind of dead outside.
Well, I mean, that kind of stops you from interrogating him.
Listen, I
Who
was
killed
less.
him?
I was less. Well, I didn't kill him.
Who killed him?
That's a good question. I think it's one of the interns. I think they saw Goblin and freaked out, and kind of swung something at him.
That's a valid reaction.
And I know they tried to steal the stuff because this one had and he kind of pulls up what looks like what's kind of like a juggling torch. And he kind of goes like this, lights it real fast. It's a juggling torch. We have a lot of these things. And he kind of just like, and he goes like, we have a lot of these things. He was carrying a bunch of them, 6 or 7 to be so. So we went to go check the rest of the stuff for the finale. And he kind of like try to puts it out real fast with the juggling torch, puts it in a bucket of water. Little smoke comes up out of the bucket. It's like, and it's all gone. Fireworks.
So how much are you out in pocket?
Oh, maybe 5 or 6 gold, which is a lot of money
That is.
because it's all the stuff we're supposed to use over the next week.
How much money do I have?
10 gold.
We're filthy rich.
You all
Okay.
have 10 gold.
Can I pull sign like to the side?
Yes, yeah, you can pull her to the side a bit, or at least you can step closer, and she kind of just like get pulled over the side. It's like, what's up, Sasha?
So I have enough to cover what's lost. But I would ask that you reconsider the initial hesitancy to join. I know this
Listen.
place is important to you.
Wow.
Did you say wow or well?
You hear from the outside the stage. It's like a small child saying at the top of their lungs sort of situation.
Oh, I was like, sign. Like, what was that? I was like, maybe never mind.
She goes, listen, I appreciate you doing that, but it's less of the fact that we can buy more and more of the fact that there's a few other things that were part of that performance at the end that are not so easily replaceable. And he goes like, we have a lot of these things. He was carrying a bunch of them. 6 or 7 to be so. So we went to go check the rest of the stuff for the finale, and he kind of like try to puts it out real fast with a juggling torch, puts it in a bucket of water. Little smoke comes up out of the bucket. And it's like, and it's all gone. Fireworks.
So how much are you out in pocket?
Oh, maybe 5 or 6 gold, which is a lot of money.
That is.
Because it's all the stuff we're supposed to use over the next week.
much money do I have?
10 gold.
You're filthy rich.
You all have
Okay.
10 gold.
Can I pull sign like to the side?
Yes, yeah, you can pull her to the side a bit, or at least you can step closer, and she kind of just like get pulled over to the side. It's like, what's up? Automatically every time without fail. And a few hearsay items that were kind of in a locked safe.
Okay, so
that
a
only
smoke
Buggy
box,
knows about.
a magical lights, and a lock safe full of items.
Yeah, but not the sort of thing that not the sort of thing that are easily replaced.
What if
But are
I
kind
get
of-
it back?
Now
Would you
that,
reconsider?
if you are able to get that back, I can probably by the time you come back, I can convince Buggy to use most of that shit that was in his safe that he doesn't use. We can hold a. He has to do some quick marketing to make that up again, to get the audience back in. And if we can get that, maybe not even a show, but I'll try to at least get We'll try at least getting the finale up and useful again. Try to get back our audience per se. It's hard to gain and keep our audience, you know.
Especially after your show,
Yeah, I
person who
get.
runs the show tells everyone to leave.
Tells them, yeah, sorry, we have kind of
No
lost
show.
our show for the night, at least for the finale.
Okay.
And that's what people come here to see, after all.
So that goblin, you still have his body though, right?
Yeah, it's and she kind of points toward like an emergency exit door out in the back. He's kind of just by the emergency exit door. And you just kind of like points to like it looks like an intern inherently just dragging in like a goblin corpse.
Can I stop the intern and be like, "Hey, I want to check that body out. See if there's like anything in it, like
who are you?
maps."
Yeah, Sign just kind of waves off the guy and goes like, "Okay." He goes, "Okay," and just drops the goblin body.
Okay. Should I do a perception?
So this is because you're physically inspecting the goblin. Would be an investigation check.
Okay. I have a +4 in that, so
All right.
I got a 10 overall.
Okay. This is certainly a goblin. He certainly had what was described to you on it. But he also but it doesn't necessarily look like he has like any real good overall evidence to like.
Can I have Omar like shake him or something? Like, you know how when you grab a purse and you just like shake it on the floor? Can I
Just shake
see if
the dead
Omar
goblin
wants to
corpse
do
on the
that?
floor? You want me to just shake the dead goblin
Like
corpse
shake
on
him
the
like
floor?
see if like anything falls out of his pockets or
Oh, so
they're
I'm gonna pick him up by his legs, turn him upside
Yeah.
down, and start shaking him.
yeah.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Do I need a strength check for that?
He's currently grabbing something. Let me see. He's grabbing a charger.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do. Maybe I can ask him if I could use grappling, unarmed strike. Just pick it up, start smacking it. Brings a whole new definition to hit him while they're down.
Mm.
You are more than welcome to actively shake, throw, and throttle this poor corpse. But
All right.
be aware, people are watching you do it.
There's a little kid in the crowd.
No, this is all behind the stage. No one sees the goblin.
I haven't said
Okay.
a single word, and
You just
all
hear
they
the
hear from
noises.
the other side is some heavy beating going on.
To be fair, that's usually how you do things. You didn't say anything last round. You just like kicked
Exactly,
the door
that's
off
what
its
I
freaking
mean.
engine.
Okay, no, I'm gonna investigate this the goblin first.
All right.
Alright, I got a nat 1, dude. I suck at this shit, dog.
You lift up you kind of like open like his coat pocket, and he goes like, you kind of kick him over a bit, and it's like, that's the goblin.
Okay. Can I not pick him up instead? This uses strength, right? I'm gonna pick him up from like his legs and just start shaking him so that
Yep.
stuff, anything.
Give
on
me
him
just a
falls out.
standard strength check because you're trying to shake things out of him.
I got an unnatural 20 though.
Well, there you go.
You're straight.
Oh boy.
Who the fuck needs brains when you got brawn?
Okay, here's you ready to hear what
Oh
happened?
god, wait, hold on, I'm scared now. You can't do this to me. No, don't make me
So-
regret having an unnatural 20.
No. Good things happen from this. Good things happen, but there are consequences to you shaking a corpse around. No damage. So first and foremost, as you violently shake this goblin, you pretty much just shake him so much that you are able to completely knock pretty much all of the clothes off of him. You shake like his entire outfit, whatever rags and cloths he was wearing. The only thing that doesn't come up are like the skinnies underneath around his legs that you are currently holding because they wouldn't come off, and the shoes because he's upside down. Now, because you are doing this behind a curtain that does have a crew currently watching you do this, you do get some odd looks as you completely shake a goblin clean.
Yep, that's how I
Now-
do back in my hometown.
In the pile of clothing that you've now shaken entirely off of this goblin, you do find what looks like a very crudely drawn bit of lines that kind of like show what look like animals, or I should say where a small area within like the region there is to hunt animals per se, and then this big X that is like in the middle of all these different spaces.
That note to like sign and see if she like can recognize where that area would be.
She looks at it and goes like, huh, this looks like the woods outside of town. Just I make a guess. I'd make a guess this is like their, like where it's good for hunting for food and animals. She kind of like points to like an image of what looks like a crudely drawn deer in one spot. She goes, though, potentially this could be like where they live, be it like a cave, or there's not really a natural cave in that area, at least to my knowledge. I don't really go out into the woods though. And she kind of hands it to you though. I'm not. Maybe it's in your best interest though that you take more than just looks over at Omar, who probably gives like a good smile after doing a great job of shaking down this goblin, completely skinny. Ultimately, it's like you might need someone more than just him. One goblin by themselves is not much, but if you're going back to base, if you're going back to like a base, there's got to be more than a few goblins.
Are you asking to come with? I get like this cheeky little grin.
She goes, listen, I didn't sign up to get the stuff back, but I'll go because at least then I can point out what the right stuff is. She looks over at Buggy and she looks over to Buggy going, I guess we got to lead on all our stolen stuff. I'm going out with them. It's like, but what about the other people that you're going out with tomorrow? Maybe you should get them as well.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of which, I mean, Kaido is just in the audience this entire time.
Yes, and
about that.
Oh no, we're hopping back to you. Don't worry.
There's just me.
I know. I'm aware. You're all currently
I'm all the way at the
separated.
back of the
I'm just waiting
weather
my
vane.
turn.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I look at her and said, "That's perfectly acceptable. I will go talk to Kaido and
Hello, who?
Elias.
Elias. I'm sorry. Sorry, Elias. And then, Nay, what's your character's name?
Julie.
Julie. And I will go touch base with Julie and go see if they are wanting to pitch in.
It's like, I'll meet you out the back side of the theater. We'll get a good walk from that point. As she it's like, okay, you go get them. I'll meet you outside the back door, and she kind of hops out that space. At this point, Buggy just looks at you and just gives you like a good thumbs up, like, yeah.
And me giving like a half-efforted thumbs up and say yeah, and then I pull him in real close and I say, I want merch, which is sign. Hey, #1 fan of sign.
It's like,
think about it, it'd be an investment. You get money.
you're not wrong. I could definitely use more money. I could definitely use more money for the show. I'll give it some thought. It's like, but see, it's like, all right, I like it. Cool.
As I walk away, I mouth foam fingers.
Foam fingers. What's a foam finger? You hear him say.
Whoa.
Elias, we return to you.
Yeah, so
this
while
whole
all that
time-
was going on,
All this is going on. You see this man come onto stage, basically tell you, sorry, the show's canceled. And people look confused. Ultimately, to see the two other people you met earlier today go up and behind the stage.
yeah, so after that, I kind of let people pass me a little bit through the exit, but then I make my way to the stage to eavesdrop.
Fantastic. All right. You go to eavesdrop, and I want you to give me a perception check.
Will do.
Because you're just listening.
So that's a 19
Nice.
plus 4, so yeah.
So, you hear most of the conversation. Because it is a heavy, thick curtain. There is some noise blanketed out. But because Omar is inherently standing halfway in between the curtain and the back of the stage, you do get to hear some more of the conversation overall. You get to hear things about goblins and therefore stealing objects. You happen to hear this conversation about you ultimately, until Omar steps behind the curtain to kind of give the inevitable shakedown to the goblin. You do hear the following conversation about gathering people and potentially finding out where where these goblins went, and you hear Sasha shouting the words "foam finger" as she steps out from the curtains. Ultimately to have you meet eyes with her and Omar, who are walking out from the curtains.
Real quick, I didn't hear anything about the fireworks or the fire or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay. Well, I raised my eyebrow at her at phone finger first of all.
Boom.
Am I allowed to like interject as like a conversation?
Yeah, absolutely.
I look at him and say, don't ask. Just know I'm trying to work my way into entrepreneurship.
I grin. Need any help, I ask?
In more ways than you think, and I appreciate you offering. I say, so how do you feel about killing some goblins?
Sounds like a good time to me. Where at?
I laugh. I'm like, I like you. I think we're gonna be friends.
Quick to kill the old goblins, eh?
Oh yeah.
I want to show him the map, and be like, okay, this is where we're generally thinking, but we're gonna ask Julie if she wants to come with and meet up behind the theater.
About what time of night is it? Is it already set? Like, is it dusk? Is it still? is the
It's
sun
still
out?
dusk. It's only been about maybe 25 minutes since like you all have arrived at the theater in general, because there was a little bit of intermission, there was the spot in between, then like the past 5 minutes of conversation that have actually happened.
Okay, got it. I ask Sasha if she has any torches or anything like that in case it gets dark.
So for me, I don't have that issue since I can see in the dark. I go, but we can definitely possibly stop by and see if we can pick something up.
Okay, I've actually got 10 torches in my pack, so we should be set.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure.
Because Omar
you guys
will
were-
need some as well because he can't see in the dark.
All right, sounds good. Let's go ahead and pick up Julie.
Okay.
Julie!
Hi.
We're gonna be moving pretty much everyone back into the main bar. So let me just move us all back there, shall we?
This
Is
should
there
be
anything
fun.
you want to do before ultimately, before inevitably you come back downstairs, or are you gonna stay in your room at tonight?
Well, I'm thinking. First of all, I'll put the room back together as it was.
Yes.
Take my daggers out of the wall.
Yes.
Put the blanket back on the bed. Remove the chair. Probably chill in my room for a little bit and like work on my notes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you are currently inside of your own room then.
Yes.
Fantastic. Let me just make sure that I get all of this correct. Okay. Alright. Elias, Sasha. Let me just move you both. I'm having you move into the bar collectively. There's Sasha, there's Elias, and then I need to get Omar. Because there you go. And there's Omar. So the three of you walk back in. It is now pretty much entirely empty in here. And the only person who's in there is Oswald, who's currently working on like cleaning the countertops. You do not see Julie in here immediately.
All right, I walk up to Oswald.
Mhm.
And then I ask him, do you happen to know where the blonde-haired companion might be staying the night we need to speak with her? Her name is Julie, if she didn't introduce herself.
He goes, yeah. She's upstairs in her room. Door number 5. Is there something you need to speak with her about? I thought you were all going out in the morning.
Well, unfortunately, Oswald, there seems to be some things that came up, and we're going to be fighting some goblins tonight. So, if you got any advice for us, it'd be greatly appreciated.
He gives you this wait, excuse me, what kind of look? It's like, fighting goblins? What do you mean, fighting goblins?
Oh, just goblins. Every Tuesday,
What? I'm sorry, is this something that you just do for recreational fun?
Sometimes you do what you got to do.
He gives...
Can I just randomly just shout, "I'm doing it for love"?
Absolutely, you can shout that out loud. He looks at you, Elias, and then looks over at Sasha and goes like, kids these days.
Can I just stare at him and like through my eyes? It's just help me.
He's
No
gonna.
words.
He is going to see if he could just insight check that.
Yeah, insight.
No, he just sees the placid, happy eyes that you present with your smile.
Just a single tear comes falling down my cheek.
For reference, that was a 2.
That was perfectly timed. Just so you guys know, in my chat, they just played the Benny Hills theme.
Perfect, beautiful. I love it. Beautiful. So, Oswald looks at Elias and goes, "Room number 5. Hopefully she's still awake. And hopefully she doesn't try to, yell at you for waking her up. But also, it's not like nighttime yet, so I can't imagine that she would be terribly angry."
I thank him and I wave and walk towards the stairs.
Yep.
You coming, Sasha?
Yeah. I'm right here.
Omar, you.
Wait, what's up? I'm sorry.
Are you going up the
I'm
stairs
gonna-
over to
I'm
us, or are
gonna-
you
yeah.
staying over here
No,
in
I'm
your
gonna go with
contemplation
because you didn't
horror?
get my message.
I did not get the message yet, my bad.
No,
No,
not you. No. The barkeep didn't get my message through my.
Oh, no, I was going to ask if you were to stay in the bar and just stare into
Actually, you know
space,
what?
into the
You know what?
void.
Yeah, I'll get
Stare
a
at
drink.
him.
I'll just get a drink and I'll sit down at one of the tables with nobody around me, even though there's multiple chairs, and just drink while I wait for them.
Yep, that sounds about right. All right. So you two walk down the hallway. You see the wooden doors with the bronze plated numbers in each of the doors. Ultimately, you come to one that has the number 5 on it. It is closed.
Sasha, I'm gonna let you go since you know the whole story. So I just kind of
okay.
like nod. I just kind of like motion my head for you to knock.
Oh, okay. So I knock, but I don't do it like softly. I just like bang with my fist. Billy, you're awake!
Oh God. My eyes widen.
Wait, what did you say?
You just hear.
She said something. What did you
Oh.
say?
Billy, are you awake?
Oh, okay. I guess I opened the door. I had this mental plan of how you were gonna do it, and I'm like, that was not
Nope.
part of the plan.
Never part of the plan.
So I'll just like open the door and be like, "What do you want?"
So, how do you feel about goblins? I get like real close to her, and I'm like trying to I look like I'm trying to sell her like a pyramid scheme.
That's quite the image. Yeah, it's 50-50.
So, are you morally appalled to killing goblins who have stolen from my friend?
Well, I would say it's more justified to steal from them and then maybe torture them a little bit.
That's not off the table. That is an option.
Lead the way.
Perfect. I pull out the map, and I'm just like, okay, this is where we're going. I go, but first, we need to pick up Sign. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Who is that?
It's the girl I'm trying to rizz up.
Okay.
Straight to the point.
And she's the performer at the theater. You may have noticed her when we were at the tavern. She had the long red coat. Do you remember that?
The person that you went and sat next to, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, she belongs to that theater. The theater's items were stolen from the goblins. I'm trying to get her to come with us to Fell Moon, and I feel like I might have a better shot with her coming with us if I help her acquire the items that were stolen.
Makes sense.
She will be joining us. We have to meet up with her at the back of the theater.
Sasha, do you mind, what objects were stolen from the theater? I heard that it
So-
was from the closing act.
So it was a box that produces smoke, a few magical lights. So what that means is it is, think of like almost like a lighter in a sense that never goes out and instantly lights. Additionally to that is a lock safe containing items we do not know what are in them. That is another reason why Sign will be joining us, so she can properly identify the items that were in the safe if the safe was broken into, how many lights that we need to collect, and any other items that may not have been accounted for.
So lighters, you say? My eyes darken. Sounds like we need to get working.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a plan?
First, can you see in the dark naturally?
Yes.
So Omar and I'm so sorry, Elias. I was like, I'm gonna say the wrong name again.
I mean, you
had to
could
think
roll
back.
with it and your character just not know my name and just give me a weird name every time. It'd be funny.
Okay, so you and Elliot are gonna be coming down. Both Omar and Andrew cannot see in the dark.
Wow, we're picking up that skip fast.
Would they like a light?
It's something they need, so I'm sure they would prefer it.
Well, I could cast a light spell on an object and it'll light up.
Oh, Julie, are you an artificer as well?
No, I'm a warlock.
Well, looks like we've got light covered then.
Oh, perfect. So now I think we should head to the theater, pick up Sign, and then make our way into the forest where we should start looking for a base of some sort, whether it's in a cave, whether it's some type of crudely made wooden structure, and then go and seek out the goblins.
Yeah, on the way to us leaving the tavern, I'm gonna eat some rations because I haven't had any dinner yet. And I don't want that to influence my fighting skills.
Oh yeah, can I buy food at the tavern?
Absolutely, you can.
What does he have to eat?
Let's see. He has, he goes, when you go back downstairs, you run into Oswald, who tells you that tonight's special is mainly rabbit with a side of mashed potatoes.
How much is that?
He goes, it's 4 copper a plate.
I look at Omar and be like, "Hey, are you hungry?"
I look at her, or I just look at her, and in my eyes, it's just yes.
Yeah. Always your eyes.
It's the only way I'm gonna communicate from now on.
Oh no!
Okay, and then I'm like, "Okay, 2 plates, please."
Just 2.
I just stare.
Well, no, I got one for him and one for me.
Yeah, I'm eating my rations that I bought earlier, so I'm
Okay,
good.
okay.
Yeah.
Can I go up to Oswald and ask if he has any of the rabbit bones?
He goes,
What?
not necessarily. They're kind of just in the garbage.
Can I take them?
They're. You really want to go picking through trash, little lady?
It might help the mission.
Okay. He goes, come to the kitchen. I have the trash can in there.
Thank you.
he just lets you walk into the kitchen with. He lets you walk into the kitchen with You know, let me make sure I don't forget to, because you're currently here now.
I'll be right back real quick.
Yep. It's like you're back. I'll throw you. Thank you for lagging, roll 20. It's like you go behind the counter, ultimately to go into the kitchen space. Which currently which you see is actually kind of spacious for like a kitchen. Like it's got two whole prep tables. It's got a large fire pit, which currently no one can see. Let me fix that. Where is my button to do that? There we go. You all get to see things. Boop.
Hey.
There you go. You see, and this is actually relatively rather spacious overall sized kitchen. It has a large hearth where you can see currently 2 large pots boiling. One of them almost boiling over to some degree, but not enough to like cause problems to the stonework beneath it or to the fire that is currently stoking. In it, there's 2 prep tables and a mishmash of things and pots and pans hanging from walls, logs shoved under a space, a large sink basin currently kept very well clean, like there's nothing in it currently. Loads of glasses turned upside down up along a wooden countertop, and of course you see in the far corner, I'm going to ping it for you, over here, a large trash can, which currently has some flies hanging
That
on
didn't
it.
work.
Oh no! There you go. You tried to do the line thing?
I was trying to drag my character over to the trash can and I forgot it was on pen.
Oh, that happens. Let me... Ooh, don't do that. That messes up everything on my camera. Here, let me just fix that real fast. Whap. There you go. Gone. And then you go to the trash can. It currently has garbage in it. Just lots of garbage.
Well, time to go searching for those bones.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to do like a check of some sort?
Just give me an investigation check. It's not a very high one.
Okay.
It's a garbage can. You're looking for bones. For the meal
I got
for
a
the
nat
day.
20.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Okay. Gladly you find the bones you are looking for. And not only do you find the bones that you are looking for, surprisingly enough, they are clean. like he did a very good job cleaning them. Like he didn't leave anything on these bones. And they are not difficult at all to find. Like they're like not necessarily in they're not like in their own little bag sort of thing, but they are easy to get hold of. They are easy to find.
That's good. I didn't have to get too dirty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I realized that.
I'll just put those in my backpack for later use.
Alright, well now you have rabbit bones.
Yay! That'll be
Everything a girl
useful.
could want and dream.
What?
Everything a girl could want and dream for.
Rabbit bones.
Now that I got them, I'd just leave the kitchen.
Alright.
I don't want to mess up the cooking style or any of that.
Yep. Yeah, you get the bones, you leave, and he kind of gives you like a look of like you find him.
Yep. Nice and clean too. You did a good job at cleaning them off.
Thank you. I take pride in my work of clean. I take pride in my cleaning work.
Now I'm just
And-
kind of waiting for the other two to finish eating.
Yeah, same here. I'm just hanging out by the door.
I'll join you.
Alright, so now it's just Omar and Sasha. Do you have anything you need to talk about before you finish eating? And head on out?
I mean, I gave him his food, right?
No, you kept it to yourself, and this is just what's onto my plate. I'm staring at you once again with my eyes, saying, "Help me,
Please.
I'm hungry.
Salivating.
I've been starving.
Staring
months.
at the rabbit and mashed potatoes.
Well, in
Like-
case like I didn't give it to him, I give him his food.
Thank you." I look at the poor rabbit. I eat it
It's-
still.
It's like a puppy dog waiting for its meal, just excitedly like waggling his butt, but also at the same time has seen 1,000 years of war at the same time. Behind those eyes.
Behind those eyes is gentle giant.
So I do want to ask Oswald. I'm like, hey,
Mhm.
I want to show him the map. I go, is there anything we need to be aware of in this general area? Any wolves? Any bears? Anything that could potentially be harmful to us?
Not necessarily.
Killer rabbits.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the only words he has ever said so far.
Killer rabbits.
I'm actually trauma-induced from killer rabbits in my past lore. It's crazy.
He goes, no, not necessarily. And he goes, you okay? As he gets a little more of suspicion that something is off about Omar.
I just look at him and I'm just killer rabbits.
You kind of start not shaking yourself, but like rocking yourself, killing yourself.
It's the trauma subconscious. I'm just like going back and forth. Myself.
Oh my god.
I look at him and say, it's a long story with Omar, but he is fine, if that's what you're worried about.
My eyes meet his, and I try to convey a message of I'm not fine.
I'll give him a chance to figure it out.
Every chance.
He's getting a bit of a picture, like he's thinking to himself, maybe this is a hostage situation. You're not following this person around. Maybe you've been kidnapped.
I'm like 5'4" and he's like 6'3".
And yet you've somehow kidnapped this man. He's thinking this is a kidnapping at this point. He's like, help.
Just help. There's a rabbit in front of my plate. The trauma's setting in even more.
Well, dead.
I just look at him and say,
And
he
cooked.
just doesn't like rabbits.
Let's see if your deception works.
Do you want to give me a deception check? If you're trying to just give me a deception check.
Alright, let's see. And deception, I have a +6. So a
Bro.
16 in total.
It's a 116 in total.
Yeah.
Yep. He's like, okay then.
She secretly he's kept me hostage by making everybody think I fear rabbits.
or something else of the nature for the moment, whatever it needed to appease.
I go, so there's nothing in that general area, no
No,
poisonous plants, nothing out of the ordinary?
not to my knowledge.
Is there anything you recommend us bringing? We do have light already figured out. Is there anything like that is environmental we'll have to cross? Anything we'll have to deal with?
Nope, it's pretty standard brush and forest. A lot of people go hunting there quite frequently, actually. So the fact that there was a goblin camp nearby is probably the most concerning thing.
Have you noticed anything missing from your shop?
Nope. Maybe like a pot or pan, but nothing that really would be like out of the ordinary.
Okay. Omar, do you have anything?
Just look into her eyes and be like, no.
I would go to Omar and be like, dude, you're making
I'm
people
so
worry. What's
tempted.
up?
Another single
I'm
teardrop.
so
comes rolling down
tempted
my
just to take out the bones and just like look at them.
They can't hurt you anymore.
eye. Multiple tears start coming out of Omar's eyes. I'm excited of this.
Are they happy tears or sad
Very,
tears?
very sad.
Just all the dead bones.
She's all dead animals. She's like, everybody's gonna need to die. Only thing running through Omar's head.
All the corpses. All the corpses.
I stand with my life upon 1,000 bunny corpses.
And no less than an hour ago, you were shaking a dead goblin corpse.
'Tis the first of many.
Oh god.
Alright, so you all managed to go back to the theater where you meet. I'm just gonna move this to the town map inherently for this one. You meet outside of the back side of the theater, which is roughly around here where it leads out. And you meet Sign, who is waiting for you all.
Can I just look into Sign's eyes and be like, hello?
Still like tear-stained face.
Tears, yeah, the tears have dried.
Bloodshot eyes.
Yeah, my eyes are swelling still, but I still can convey the message. Hello.
Hello.
I like wipe my eyes.
This is a different expression than she was used to seeing you like less than an hour ago. It's just like you. Oh, she's like, she's not certain what to make of this.
I just wave my hands.
Okay. Is everyone ready to go?
Yeah, I mean we already got our light covered. We talked to the barkeeper and he says there's nothing we already know of that will be in our path, like any bears or wolves or anything.
Well, that's good. All right. I guess we should make our way out there. And she goes, kind of looking at either Elias or Sasha. Either you want to lead? You got the map after all.
Oh, Elias, do you want to lead, or since I have the map, like how would you like to?
I'm fine with leading, you just need to point me in the right direction. And I pull out one of my daggers just to be safe in case there's any enemies that approach us, because the chef does not often go out into the woods.
So I feel like we do need to have some type of, maybe not formation, but just kind of a general, like, who's in the front, who's in the back. And then we also need to figure out the whole light situation. Since Julie is the one casting the spell for that guiding light, would it be that she would be in the front? Would she be in the middle?
It's
how
not
big is
guiding
that
I think there's
radius?
a range that she can use it on.
Actually, I cast it on an object, and it's a 20-foot radius of light.
And does it follow your radius, or do you cast it on somebody?
I cast it on
it's
the
on an
object.
Yeah, it's on an
You
object.
can cast
so-
it on my dagger. Since
I
I'm
was
in front.
actually thinking about that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Okay, well, since I can see in
Do
the
you
dark,
have a
it doesn't
favorite
really
color?
matter.
Just something that's not gonna blind me, please.
I'll do a yellow light. And I've cast it on your dagger.
Okay. I hold it aloft so it lights the area.
It's a 20-foot radius of bright light and 20 more feet of dim lighting. So it's like 40 feet that you can see.
Got it.
And it's a radius, so it's all the way around.
Omar's become curious if you can make his hair glow.
I probably can. But I can only glow like one thing at a time.
One single strand of hair glows. It lights way for 40 feet.
Since I look and I say, well, since Jonathan is gonna be leading us,
I just turn and look back at her with the long run name.
and I said, would it be fine then if I am second in line so we can look at the map and try to figure it out?
I can cover it behind because I have dark vision. I can see what's behind us.
In preparation, I do also have one dagger in my, because I'm to the left of Elias. I'm not talking to him, so I'm referring to him as his proper name. And I have my dagger in my right hand since I'm right-handed, so I'm to the left, to the right of him, so my left hand is showing him the map.
Got it. Okay, got it. My dagger's also my right hand because I'm right-handed as well.
I'm also
Okay.
right-handed, but I'll wield my sickle instead.
I don't have
Okay.
to think about that. I have a two-handed sword, so...
Attempting to hear Sasha explain how she stands and holds her weapon made me just become the math meme for a second.
You have all the symbols flying
Yeah,
out
just
of
like
your
it.
face.
I just I went full math meme.
I'm sorry, I don't get that meme. You might have to explain.
I
I
will send someone send that to Julie. Someone send that to Nene.
Yes, send it to
Don't-
the math major.
No, trust me, you'll understand the math meme.
Oh!
The math meme.
I'm pretty sure there's a supernatural version
Oh wait,
of that
did you already
too.
send it?
Yeah. So it's gonna go Elias, then me, and then I'm guessing Sign, and then Omar,
Me
and
Sign
then
will
Julie.
walk. Yeah, I just looked aside and I'm like... I kind of shrug to stand next to me, and then I pull out my two sword. I'm like, yeah.
I walk up to Omar, like, dude, if you mess this up for me, I'm gonna feed you so much rabbit that you're gonna think you are one.
Just teardrops come down. Just a
God.
stream, not even singular teardrops. Actually, it's just streaming. Omar's so dehydrated at this point, bro.
What? Why didn't you drink something?
He was.
I was
Oh,
so
he's
much
just crying way too much.
Just all the crying.
Exactly.
Can I say
Okay.
something?
Omar drinks a little bit out of his water
Like,
skin.
just like a side note. Julie's shocked that no one asked her about the bones.
I mean, keep in
didn't see
mind
it.
my character is a former assassin, so she's seen a lot of things, just doesn't care.
Omar was too trauma-induced to ask.
He's just disassociating at this point.
Oh my god.
The tears are subconscious.
Yeah, I just heard warlock. I'm like, that must be normal for warlocks.
Oh well. That's a normal day in the neighborhood.
Just a normal day.
Nothing suspicious here.
Okay, so now that we're in our format / pyramid, whatever the heck we're in,
All right.
I'm picturing
I
a
would like
line.
I would like to do a like some sort of investigation / nature check to see if I can like see any animal tracks or anything like that.
Absolutely. Actually, fun fact, there's a separate skill for that. It's called survival.
Survival. Okay.
Yep.
That's a D22, right?
Yes. Every skill check will always be a D20 roll.
Ooh.
Damn. Well, that's a 3, and I only have 2, so I only rolled a 5.
you go over like, this might be the wait. No, that's a rock. Wait. There you go. No, that was someone else's footprint. And so like you're kind of staring back and forth, and you kind of just start scratching your head, and you're not able to truly find kind of like any animal prints on the trail that kind of lead into the woods.
I turn to Sasha and say, "Can you see any tracks or anything like that?"
Can I roll a check?
Absolutely. If you're looking for animals, it's survival. If you're looking for the goblins, it's
I'm looking for
investigation.
goblins.
Because there's a difference.
Yeah, well, yeah, both.
I'm looking for goblins.
All right.
So I rolled a 12 and I have a +4, so I have a 16 total.
Basically, you kind of like, Elias kind of asks for you to kind of like, he gestures out and looking for looking for prints. You kind of just like adjust his hand over immediately to where he was just looking to some goblin prints. You know, like those?
Should have worn my glasses today.
You'll get them next time, pal.
So we follow the
Right.
tracks.
It takes about maybe no more than 10 minutes to get what looks like to a place with this awkward kind of mishmash, like almost man-made brush leading into a burrow in the ground. The foliage is dense on the outside, and the burrow leads underground.
Like a rabbit burrow.
And,
he just starts crying. Omar starts crying.
And I need to... There. Come on.
Poor Omar.
Yes, poor Omar. There we go. Alright. Okay, so you see the beginnings of the burrow.
Oh, Jesus, it's big.
I had to zoom it in for you all. So I'm gonna ping to
I couldn't
where
find where we were. I had to zoom completely.
I know.
outwards.
Let me ping for you all. So this is where you currently all are. You can see the ping. If not, you can zoom out on the map, and it'll eventually show you.
Since I have dark,
Yep.
like I can see in the dark, can I immediately just like take like a quick perception check and see if I can see anything that like they wouldn't be able to see initially?
Absolutely. You can give. Are you looking in or are you looking around? Because around it's getting darker. Like now you actually do kind of need more than just natural lighting to see things around.
Doesn't Elias's dagger glow?
Yes. So you currently have that.
Yeah, so I'm not looking for what the light hits. I'm looking for what is around that radius. Since I can see more than 20 feet ahead of me, there's still that dim light that would still need to have like an extra like look at.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay, so what would that be?
So it's still perception. It's still perception.
Alright, so I got an 8 plus a 5, so I got a 13 total.
Okay. I'm just revealing a bit more of the space for everyone.
Okay.
That is outside currently that you are able to see.
Mm-hmm. So.
And you said you got a 13?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to like see if like one of us wants to scout ahead and see if we can see anything, so we don't potentially go into an ambush, or how is everyone feeling about going in?
Omar just looks at Sasha and is like, I'll take lead.
Okay.
Into the burrow.
This man's existence is pain.
Okay, but you can't see in the dark and your hair isn't glowing because she can only enchant one thing at a
So
time.
yes, I cast magical tinkering on his broadsword claymore, which has a 5-foot radius and dim light for an additional 5 feet, so he has at least a little something.
So he glows a little bit.
Yeah, I'm luminescent. Woo!
Not on your hair though, on your sword.
It's okay. It's like I have a giant glow stick now.
Yeah, you
There
do.
you go.
That's about as much bright as much light as currently being given off.
Hey, better than nothing.
Yep. Now who goes in first?
Yeah, I can take the lead. Yeah.
I was about to say I'm ready for initiative.
We step aside to let Omar go through.
All right, Omar, go in as far as you want
Just
into
go
the
to
burrow.
just going all the way to the back. Hold on, I can't.
He
I
just
can't control
sprint
my
to the back.
yeah. I can't move my character for some reason.
It's because because you couldn't move last time.
Oh
think-
yeah, that's right.
I
Now,
actually can't move my character either.
I think you gotta unlock us, Ragna.
oh darn, did I not do that for this time? I could have sworn I said that in advance. Darn it, you're right. I didn't do that for you all. Let me fix that real fast. That was an issue I thought I had fixed before stream. Because I went to go do all of this beforehand. Because I knew that we would hopefully get here tonight.
We've gotten quite far.
Mm-hmm. And okay, so I'm currently. It just takes a hot second because my computer is running at not the best capacity because of unexplained issues.
Hey, you!
All right, so
Bless you.
at least Atlas, you can now move Omar into the darkness. All right, and I will reveal for you in just a moment that, unfortunately, I don't have the ability to give you the beautiful dynamic lighting without making my computer fry.
Okay, don't worry about it.
So I have to reveal everything by hand, and that's
Oh.
okay. Well,
Okay,
it does.
nice.
There is a function for dynamic lighting, and it actually moves with you if you have a radius for it, and it's really cool. But unfortunately, my thing will basically set my computer on fire if I try to run it,
You're okay. Don't even worry
Gotcha.
about
especially
it.
with
Well,
everything
like,
else I'm running.
Guys, hear me out. What if we just have Ragna, unlock all the cave by me running to the back, and you guys res me after I get knocked? Eventually.
I don't have a
there's-
res, so
I don't have a diamond.
This is awkward then. Maybe
So,
I shouldn't do that.
But here's the thing: it
Yeah,
only
fine,
travels with you.
Oh, never mind.
I
It's
will
a lose-lose
redo all the
situation.
I will redo the darkness as you disappear into the cave.
Can I just
Alright.
like follow closely behind him?
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing stops you from doing it.
I accidentally drew again.
You did the line again.
that's where you were wanting to go.
Yeah. Zing. There you go. So you manage to step inside, and both of you happen to see what looks like an entrance. I'm saying it is, as you'd imagine, a cave entrance. It is currently. And suddenly that, yes. I just read I had
You
to
just read
read
it.
I had to read it. It's like I had to read it every once in a while. I have a lot of things up. Trust me. I wish I had a third screen for this purpose to help things like this. But that's unrelated. So you walk in and begins what looks like kind of just a dirt hole that kind of expands outward. The ceiling is no more than about 5.5, under 6 feet. So if you are above that height, you are now shrimping your spine to get through here.
Yet.
I'm
To make
average height.
myself shorter.
It is the average human height, or the average goblin height. You should say. We would think.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I have to do a little shrimp, but other than I'm
A little
fine.
shrimp, but I think Omar has to do the big shrimp.
I do.
Yes.
Oh.
Hmm?
Oh wait, no. You were talking.
Okay. As you step in, you see that the cave itself reveals to you currently this relatively spacious opening room, and what looks like a path leading around a corner,
Okay.
as well as another path leading around another corner. Now, this is only because Julie is there also with you.
Okay, I look to Julie. I'm like, okay, hey Julie, can you like make one of those stones glow, like through my eyes by staring at her?
I have to go up to it.
No, just like one of the pebbles on the ground.
I still have to like touch it to make it glow.
Oh yeah. Can you pick one up and hand it to me after making it glow?
But
Also,
then when, Elias
Yeah, doesn't
is-
it take mine away? Can
I
you
have
do,
to
only
reread
one
it,
object?
but I don't know.
You can only have you can have one thing at a time currently active with the spell. For
Yeah,
light.
so if you took it away from me, I would have to take it away from Atlas. So
That's kind of okay.
But that's
So I'm gonna
only-
chuck the rock.
Well, here's the thing. If you have it on currently Elias, since you have it on Omar's sword.
Yeah.
As long as if he doesn't like lose the sword, he still has the thing. But
oh no, I'm saying if we were to enter afterwards, because we would have no light at that point, except for Sasha would obviously be able to see.
yeah, Sasha would be able to see, and right now it's currently the things that are active by magical tinkering and the light cantrip are Omar's sword and what was the other thing that you put
My
on Julie?
dagger.
Oh, and your dagger?
Yep, that's what I was saying.
Yes, in that case it would then turn off it from Elias's dagger, yes. If Julie decided to use the light cantrip on, let's say, a rock.
Yeah, because then
I
what's it called?
have
Elias,
an
you can use it on your
I
dagger.
have
and
an
then-
idea.
I was just gonna
Okay.
chuck the rock so that we could see farther ahead.
Yeah, as long as you guys don't move ahead, we
Is
can
the
flip-flop.
outside full of woods?
Yes.
Can I run outside, grab a stick,
Sure.
and light it on fire?
This
Oh,
also
if you
works.
need that, I could just pass you a torch. I have a torch in my Dungeoneer pack.
I have another spell that instantly lights or snuffs out a candle, torch, or campfire.
All right, then I pass you a torch.
So I cast prestidigitation, you know what I mean,
Press the digitation.
on the torch, and it instantly lights.
The light from the torch shines brightly. A lot brighter than the dagger that Elias has.
Really?
Actually, the dagger that you use the light cantrip on for Elias is now currently also is about as bright as the actual torch that was just lit.
I thought they would be about even.
They are about even. That's why I said they are about as bright as each other. So now you have a lit torch.
Can I actually use my poisoneer kit and like coat my can I create a poison and coat my dagger with like a paralysis poison or any
so-
type of poison?
There is only currently one with your poisoner's kit. There is currently only one type of poison you can make. It is a poison that can do additional damage when applied to a weapon.
Okay.
But that poison, when applied, has like a time limit. Like it only works for the next minute, and then kind of
I'll wait
dries up.
then. Okay.
Hmm?
I'll wait then.
Okay.
Well then, can I do like while they're keep going forward? Can I actually do like a stealth check and see if I could just like go with them, but like not be seen as a group if someone's looking at us? Like I'm kind of just like in the shadows.
Sure. Give me a stealth check.
I was gonna like wander ahead. now that I have
Alright,
the
so
torch.
I rolled a 10 and I have a +5 stealth, so I got a 15.
All right, so you got a 15 for that, and then Julie, you said you were also stepping forward into the cave.
Yep, to light the two paths.
All right, so you're in the middle of the two now. You will be able to get to see a bit more of this now. And and you see down this path. So with your light, you can see down that path. and you can see a bit more down this path as well. That's what you're able to see now.
So a wide path and a tight path.
Yep.
I wanna just stand at the wider path and like gesture for them to follow me because I want to go down the wider path.
Okay.
It's easier for me to use my weapons.
So was my stealth successful?
You-
Am I?
You are there. You believe that you are currently stealthed, hidden.
That is gaslighting. What do you
Welcome.
mean by you believe?
Welcome to every single time you will ask that question this whole campaign.
Can
Hold on, Omar. Pause. Julie first.
I was gonna say,
Because-
can I gesture, Elias? Elias?
Yep.
What?
Elias.
Elias.
Why do you keep going back and forth on this?
I was right the first time! Elias, I was gonna gesture for Elias to follow Omar, since he has the glowing dagger, and I was gonna go down the tighter path. Since I'm
Alright.
shorter and I'm naturally smaller, I thought the tighter path would be the right way.
That is a good call. I go ahead and follow
Can I follow Julie since I am also like really short and really scrawny? And
Sure.
I've dark. I can see in the dark, so it just would be easier for me.
Sure. Do you want Sign to go with you as well, or do you want Sign to going with Elias and Omar?
Since I feel like she would be more protected with Omar with his unnatural ability to roll 20s in strength, I'm gonna send her with him.
Okay. Okay.
But then I look at Omar and I'm like I do like the I'm watching you sign. I'm like, if anything happens to her. I just whisper, rabbits.
Rabbits.
I'm both traumatized and very confused why she didn't just take sign for herself then.
All right, and I'm stopping you both there for 1 second because Omar, as you stepped into the room, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit, he was
Oh,
again. I got a 19. Easy.
There you go. You manage to, as you step forward, your leg gets caught on a small tripwire, ultimately having what looks like a what ultimately looks like a small pickaxe fall over and narrowly just avoids hitting you on the foot. This would have gone into your leg had you failed to move out of the way fast enough.
Omar doesn't look back and just keeps walking forward.
Whoa, hold on,
Okay.
Omar. Hold on, Omar. Elias, I say. And I want to look to see if I can find any other traps.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Omar believes in his luck. Omar survived once. Omar will survive again.
16 and plus 4, so I got a 20.
Okay, are you checking in the entrance space that Omar was just in, or in the entirety of the next section of the path?
The next section of the path, since we already found that one trap.
Okay. You actually do find something, and as you are, let me just do this. As you walk more into the room itself, over here, you find, as it doesn't want to do this for me.
Yeah, over where?
Over here, where I'm just peeing, as you step that far into the room, you find another tripwire. And this time it looks like there is what looks like a shelf that would fall over and make a large clanging noise, but also would drop a bunch of buckets on you with what looks like viscous liquids.
I don't like that word.
Yeah, that's a gross word.
Yeah, it is.
I use my thieves tool to see if I can disarm the trap.
Absolutely. So you're going to give me a check for that, which means you are going to give me a thieves tool check. In short, that means you will be making a dexterity check, but you'll be adding your proficiency modifier to the dexterity check.
So D20, then add dexterity to it. Yeah.
Dexterity, add D20, add dexterity, and add proficiency modifiers. In this case, +2. On top of that.
Okay, 6. Then I got +2, and then dexterity is with +0. So I got an 8.
Got an 8. Unfortunately, as you try to undo the trap, you kind of spring it on yourself
Oh,
and have this gross, foul-smelling, oily liquid fall on top of you as the buckets clatter down, and kind of like you're trapped under what is basically a shelving cabinet, but now covered in this sticky, foul-smelling, like oil, but like a watery oil.
Can Omar pick up the cabinet and help Elias out and just?
Yes, yes, you could. You could definitely help him not be pinned
not
underneath.
crushed.
Yeah, I got
Not
you.
pinned underneath this anymore.
I got a 2 plus a 3, so 5.
Oh god.
You struggle, but as you do successfully get it off of him, ultimately you are also now coated in this foul-smelling, gross liquid.
Omar just looks at Elias like you owe me one.
Okay, question for you. Magical tinkering. Can I do? Am I only able to do light, or can I also do my smell thing as well?
What exactly does magical tinkering tell you? Without me having to look it up, because I can look it up, but I know I put it into your.
Object continuously emits your choice of an odor or a nonverbal sound, wind waves, chirping, or the like. The chosen phenomena is perceivable up to 10 feet away. It doesn't say anything about it, removing the light, so I don't really know.
So basically, yes. So this one can be put on several objects, if I remember correctly, at once. I'm gonna double check for you real fast because I should be able to read this off your character sheet. I think it can be done off of 3 total objects, but then it will remove the first one sort of situation if you cast it like a 4th time sort of situation. But it won't. Okay, let me double check that because I have all my other things to help me remind myself how this works. Give me all of like 2 seconds because that's a very good question. But I think
I know it does that for the light, like it instantly turns off if you take it off one, but I don't know about smells. How that interacts with everything else.
I think if I remember correctly, it's the. What is your intelligence modifier?
My intelligence modifier is 4 plus 4.
Oh, fantastic. So you can actually use any number of these effects that you want to use on a total of 4 objects.
Okay. Got it. Well then, I'm gonna put like a nice lavender smell on both Omar and I's armor, so we don't have to smell it.
Okay, so both of you now smell like lavender and a little bit like whatever this is.
Good enough.
It's pungent. And Cyan just kind of goes like, okay. As the 3 of you
just bumble our way through.
move, like, yeah, you're both there now, so Cyan now steps in.
My entire plan was just to make me look better through all of this.
I
shamed and soaked in the same viscous liquid. Just she doesn't smell like lavenders, I bet.
Oh yeah. She doesn't smell like lavender. It's just us.
Yeah, just us.
Yep,
Just the
yep.
man's gay.
Beautiful.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Just do your girl with the lavender viscous liquid.
Ew.
I hate it. And I'm the one who made this part. Alright, with that being said, Julie and Sasha and Omar and Elias, you both managed to see what looks like conjoining paths. Or at least Julie can see that this path conveys and matches up to what you can imagine would connect to the other side of the room, but you also see another path that goes this way.
Can I go to like the fork in the road, so to speak?
Absolutely.
To see if I can like see anything that like can I roll a perception check to see if I can see anything?
Absolutely.
Oof. All right.
Oh god, our rolls are awful right now.
And then my perception is a +5, so I have an 11.
All right. Down. I'm gonna because I can't reveal them to you entirely, but I can tell you what's down them. So, down this path, you see what looks like it open. It's a short, truncated, again, same height, little corridor that leads out into what extends around into a room that extends around the corner. You can't see outside of the corner space, but you do see it extends outside the corner. And down this path, you are able to see the conjoining space that leads over here, but also you happen to see a path that leads down that way that leads again into a larger expanded room.
Okay. Julie, do you know where you would want to head to? And do you want to stick together, or do you want to separate to cover more land?
I was thinking we could separate. Worst things happen, we can always retreat and meet up with the others.
I was thinking I could go right here, but I do want to see if I can... can I check for traps?
Absolutely. You can give me an investigation roll.
Okay, okay,
Oh god.
how would I add that up? I was kind of confused when you were explaining it earlier.
Okay, so you roll a d20, and on this roll you got a
4.
4. You're going to add your dexterity modifier,
Which is a 2.
and then in this case, because of the class that you are, and the information that I know about you, you're also going to add your proficiency modifier.
Which is the proficiency bonus?
Yes, the proficiency bonus.
A 2 as well.
Okay, so you add all those together.
So I got an 8.
All right. You are very confident that going down that path, there is nothing down that path that is a trap. You are confident there is nothing down there.
Oh, I mean, if I'm confident, I'm confident. So I'm just gonna take one step forward.
Okay. And as the confidence to that space, you are welcomed set that there is nothing there. As you step forward into that space, though, is still, again, I can't fully reveal it because no one else is stepping with you, and there's not a full light coming down there, but you can see what looks like the room itself turns off on it, expands outward into from one direct. I'll expand a bit more, but it expands into 2 directions. One, that's the opposite I want to do. Thank you. I don't want to hide the area. I want to reveal the area. It reveals 2 spots. You happen to see that it reveals down and leads into another path going down to your left, and another path, which is the larger room, leading into a path down the right. Where do you want to go?
To my left. So
To your left? Okay.
I'll
Then
move right here.
perfect. With your dark vision, you are able to. Are you still actively looking around, slowly taking your time?
Yeah, I'm still doing my stealth.
Okay, cool.
I'm not just running about.
Fantastic. With that being said, you can make me another perception check then.
Okay.
As you lead into this space.
A 16 plus my perception, which is 8 plus 5, so I got a 21. But, you know.
Cool.
Unnatural. 20.
Fantastic. So, first and foremost, you are obviously met with a what would be considered a dead end over here. As you enter on this one side. But as you look into this particular spot, on the right-hand side, the larger overall room, you can see, sleeping in the darkness, are 3 large, giant rats.
Ew.
Oh.
In the darkness, you see 3 giant rats just sleeping, kind of nestled together. But they haven't spotted you.
Okay. Can I use my dagger to like sneak attack them and like try to like slit their throats while they're sleeping?
You can get. So if you are trying to actively fight one of them, you can go up to one. You have advantage on the attack, and if you manage to hit it in this circumstance, because they are considered incapacitated, you would get a critical hit damage, and I will explain to that if you manage to hit.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the one that's like closest to me.
All right. So let me get you. Let me. Let me just make sure that's there. We go. Cool. So let me reveal to you, specifically to you, which I have to reveal to everyone. You can see the first rat is right here.
Okay.
So you can walk up to him, and I'd like you to make me an attack roll.
How do I do that?
So the way you're going to do that, let me explain exactly how you're going to do that, because I think I put it in for you, but let me just make sure it's put in for you.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes me a extra second because I have to have things load. Yes. So what weapon are you using? Are you using your dagger, or are you using another weapon?
A dagger.
A dagger. Awesome. So on your character sheet, there is under attacks and spellcasting, there is the word dagger. You are going to click that word. It will roll the entire attack for you.
Okay.
It'll do the math for you, even.
I'm gonna click it.
There's 2 sections. There's one that's called attacks and spellcasting, and one that's called items. Make sure that when you highlight over the word,
I clicked around.
I had a feeling that's where it was going. There you go. So you actually have advantage on this because it rolled both the numbers, so it shows the completed number already. So in this case, what is the second number or the higher number that you rolled?
16.
16. All right. So now you get to do damage.
Mm-hmm.
Much like rolling to hit, now you're going to go in the same category and you're going to hit the damage section.
Okay.
So there are
6.
2 ways. So, and I'm going to have you. This is actually a very important thing. So I want a collective decision from everyone on this. There are 2 ways of doing critical hits in D&D.
We're waiting for you to continue.
I know. Sorry, no. So someone was asking me something in my chat that I only just realized.
Oh.
The investigation check wasn't for wasn't general. It was off of for dexterity. Sorry. The reason why it was because they were looking for traps. That specifically is the reason why. The person was asking about investigation.
Oh, wizard.
Yes. They were asking
Cool.
why you were using dexterity. It's because you were looking for traps. Like you had a very good feeling there was a trap there. That's why. You were looking to disarm traps.
Okay. But what is the rule we're voting on?
So going to that. So there's two ways of doing this. You can either roll the damage dice twice, or you can double the damage result. So in this case, you rolled a 6. You either can do 12 damage, or you can roll the damage again and combine the two. Who
Feeling
say yes if you want to roll a second time and combine the two.
I
Yeah,
wasn't paying attention.
I'd rather roll a second time. Leave it all up to chance. Because God forbid
Okay.
you roll a 1 and then you double the 1. It gives you a better chance.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do a second roll then.
So rolling twice the dice. Got it. So in this case, you will roll that damage again, so and combine them together.
So a 9.
You, as you take your dagger, and you want to, as you try to very quietly, as you expressed before, to kill this giant rat as quick as possible, you manage to successfully, very quietly, kill this one rat. It is now dead. Yay! Rat is dead. Or I should say, yay, in this case, the rat you were trying to kill is dead. Now with that, back to Elias and Omar. I'm gonna hop back to them for a second. So you two see this fork in the road.
Omar keeps walking forward.
Of course he does.
Okay, you see two paths. Hold on, let me unveil a few things for you because you are still a living glow stick after all.
Yes, I am.
So you see two paths.
Can I also move Julie, because when she saw
Yeah.
that Sasha went down that path, she kind of like shrugged and went down the other path?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
you
you-
reconnect with us.
Yeah. Eventually, in which this case, this would be the perfect time to say exactly that. You reconnect it with the others.
You see a glowing glow stick.
You see
Well,
the
she
glow.
still has
And
her
viscous
has the torch.
Yeah, so right now, Sasha is completely in darkness.
Yeah, but she has dark vision, so I'm not super worried about it.
Yep, so all of you are now currently glowing.
Wait, what did you do with the torch?
I have
It's a
it.
star.
Oh, yeah, then you're not in complete darkness.
I'm not, but Sasha has dark vision.
Oh,
And-
okay, yeah. I forgot we were talking about Sasha. I thought we were talking about you. I was like, wait, what?
Nope. Alright, so you see two paths. One that leads this way, and one that leads this way.
Omar goes down this one.
Omar goes down that one. Alright.
You remind me of a character, and I'm trying to remember what that character is.
Oh.
Is it a character that talks in the third person?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm like, is Omar stating Omar goes down this path as you walk down that path?
Is Omar Ice Bear?
If you
Omar
look
Ice
at
Bear!
Here.
Ice
if you look
Bear!
at Omar's eyes, you'd understand that he was saying all of this in his head.
Ice
Omar is Ice
Bear!
Bear.
That's the character.
Omar is Ice Bear. Amazing.
Omar is
So-
skilled in combat just like Ice Bear.
Exactly. Since you are walking with reckless abandonment, make me another dexterity saving throw.
Omar shall win this dexterity saving throw. Omar got a natural one. Omar is not winning any dexterity.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
hope that
no.
liquid isn't flammable.
Oh dear. Well,
Omar
This
regrets
time-
nothing.
okay. So, gods. As you step through, once again, another tripwire is pulled at your feet. Unlike before, where you were able to successfully dodge out of the way of something coming at you, this time a set of bells goes off. You hear a ding, ding, ding. You hear, hold on, a set of bells that sound. It's a light set of bells. Nothing.
I have
Nothing's.
those. I have those.
Yes, I was using it to make the bell noises. As a few jingling jars above your head crack into each other, inevitably crashing, breaking, and falling onto Omar. Luckily, well, I should say, hold on, because there is more to this. Okay, so, luckily for you, the physical crashing of the objects inside of those jars, you take 2 piercing damage from as glass shards break all over your body. Unfortunately, those were candles that were inside of these glass jars, and yes, you are currently covered in a flammable liquid.
I knew it.
Which luckily for you, though, unluckily for you, I should say, you are currently caught on fire.
Does he count as a small campfire?
He is currently ablaze, but he does take 1 fire damage.
At least he smells good.
So that's 3 damage in
I
total?
always smelled good. Never leave the house without lavender, Old Spice.
So yeah, is that 3 damage then?
Yes, 3 total damage.
All right.
Give me one.
Well, I go up to Omar and I pour my water skin on top of him.
There you go. He is no longer on fire. Give me 1 second.
Omar's ready to continue.
Omar's not even phased. Just got lit on fire.
Omar looks at you, and, like, through the eyes, you can just tell he's saying, "Thank you, friend."
And I say, "Yes, you're welcome. We're even now."
Omar will. You like look into Omar's eyes, and he's just like, "Omar will gladly get stinky for you any day."
Oh God.
So yes, Omar is no longer on fire. You're no longer on fire, and no longer will be taking more fire damage.
The question remains: is
Yes.
the fluid from the pots and pans or whatever that fell on us? Is it gone off of him now that I've poured the water on him?
Yes,
Okay. Well,
but you
that's
also
another-
have no more water in your water skin.
Yep. So I'm gonna be the one who sets himself on fire next.
Yep. And with that, and Cyan steps up as well and sees this going on and just like, oh no.
Just like witnessing all the chaos.
Witnessing like, oh dear. Oh my. Alright.
Like a bull in a china shop.
Yep, pretty much. just thinking like, Sasha really hangs out with this one? He just kind of walks through things and just lets him set himself on fire. Okay. And so Julie, you said you were doing something?
When I saw Omar go down that path, I yet again just shrugged and went down the path that no one's gone up.
Alright, perfect. That's what I thought you said. I was making sure. With both of you at each end of the paths, you happen to both see the same thing. You see a large room that leads down another
it's
path.
heart-shaped!
Sure.
Heart.
Sure. If we want to go scientifically accurate with all of the different parts, sure.
No, I meant like the little island pillar is heart-shaped.
I get it.
It's on its side.
I see what you mean now. Alright. You step up and through that space.
Can we see any enemies or anything like that?
Nope, nothing in here.
And then there's just Sasha in the other room with 2 rats.
Moving back to that, Sasha.
Hi.
What do you wish to do now? You've successfully...
I'm gonna temporarily take a break, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna let Captain know that I'll be right back. So I'll be right back. Enjoy watching the chaos, but I'll be right back.
Oh, no.
All right, perfect. That's what I thought you said. I was making sure. With both of you at each end of the paths, you happen to both see the same thing. You see a large room that leads down. That leads down another path.
Heart-shaped.
Sure.
Heart.
Sure. If we want to go scientifically accurate with all of the different parts, sure.
No, I meant like the little island pillar is heart-shaped.
I get it.
It's on the side.
I see what you mean now. All right. You step up and through that space.
Can we see any enemies or anything like that?
Nope, nothing in here.
And then there's just Sasha in the other room with 2 rats.
Moving back to that, Sasha.
Hi.
What do you wish to do now? You've successfully killed a rat.
There was 2 more, correct?
Yes, and I will reveal them to you as you are there by yourself, and currently no one else is coming that direction. So I will just reveal to you real fast what you can and cannot see in this room. You see 2 more rats. They are both asleep.
I am gonna go behind this one, and I want to attack it.
Okay. Got it. So it's the same as before. You're going to make the attack roll. That is a 20.
I got a 21.
21 to hit. Cool. So now you're going to roll the damage twice.
6 and a 3. So the same as last time.
It's not necessarily a grease fire. So 9 total damage. Managed to kill this rat. It is also dead. Yep. Hold up. I want to see what's worse. It's not worse. Okay. Yep. This rat is also dead.
Okay. Can I move to
Oh, that's the wrong rat. Why did that rat die? Hold up. That's weird. Why did that rat die? Hold on. That's not the rat we just killed. Go back. My bad. Hold on. I'm trying to remove the right rat.
No, you're good.
Oh shit! It's a rat.
Pretty much.
Starts jumping up and down real quick. Hold on.
There we go. All right. Right. Nope. Never mind. Apparently we're doing this regardless. Apparently that rat does not want to be on this plane of existence. Cool.
Okay.
Do it again.
Can I just do
Do it
this
again.
one?
Yep. Do it again.
17.
Yep. That's enough to hit the rat.
Then a 5, and then a 6, so an 11.
That rat has also left this
Okay.
mortal coil.
I am
Okay.
back.
There are now 3 dead giant rats.
Let's
in front of
rejoin this.
A water skin or anything to hold water.
you. Yes.
Can I?
With
I'm,
that, can I take
didn't
a step
fill it.
forward?
Into
So
the
can
room
I
again.
fill it up with that water?
Yes.
Okay. I'll do that, and then can I head back to where I last saw Julie?
Yep. You can go all the way back to here because that's where you last saw Julie.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
With that, you meet up with the rest of the party who is currently up here.
I look at Omar and I'm like, "Were you on fire?"
He's a little scorched up.
Omar looks into your eyes and you can tell he's thinking, "I'm always fucking hot."
I walk up to him and go, "Why do you smell so good?"
Omar once again looks at Tasha, and it's just never leave spice. Never leave home without lavender Old Spice.
I kind of just look at both you and Elias. I'm like, okay.
I just shake my head and say, "Don't ask."
Don't ask.
I look at Sign and I just smile, just brightly. How are you doing?
She looks at you just like this look of like, well, at least they went ahead. As she goes, she kind of whispers like, well, at least they went ahead of me. Like, but imagine if it was like a big trap, though. I'm kind of a little nervous around them. They kind of just waltz through things like it's like there's nothing there.
As she's saying this, Omar starts to walk ahead.
See what I
I'm
mean?
already at the path.
You see what I mean?
I run after him.
Yep. All right. Yes.
Sorry, you guys can go. I was done.
Mm-hmm. And basically, you just see them run ahead, and Sign kind of goes like, just like that.
I'm already at the next path.
Yeah, I just make my way over to Julie.
Yeah.
Since I didn't know where Julie was, I'm just following them until I meet up with Julie.
I still have the torch.
Oh no. I back off.
Yep.
Yeah, because you're still flammable.
Yes, I am.
Omar will be the barrier between you and
I'm
Omar's
gonna
protecting
ask
me. Oh, my
Elias.
hero.
I'm like, hey, how did you guys get him, like, not on fire? What did you guys do?
Yeah, I just dumped my entire water skin on him.
Can I hand him my water skin?
Yes.
Okay, I'm like, here, just in case, you know.
Thank you. I take it and I put it in my pocket or on my belt or whatever.
Yeah, you attach it to yourself. All right. And with that, Julie, do you head up into the next section of the cave?
Can I like carefully do that?
Absolutely, you can.
What do I do
So-
to be careful?
So the way that you do that, to be careful, is you're going to make me a stealth check.
That's a d20 and then whatever proficiency.
No. A stealth check is you're rolling a d20 and then adding your stealth skill score.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yes. But the question is, are you looking for traps while you're doing it?
Oh.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, are you looking for traps while you're doing it? Because that's a different bonus.
Well, I'm mainly just trying to be stealthy.
Then yes, we're doing the stealth check.
So I got
Okay.
a 4.
Yep, you think you... I'm saying you don't... I'm going to be honest with you. You honestly do not think that was very good. You think like you tripped a rock or something, and you heard it go...
I would not be shocked if I actually did that in real life.
Yeah. But you do manage to make yourself appear. And yes, I can move you.
I kind of already knew that.
Yep. And then as you enter that space, you manage to see, because you have the brightest light, this chamber, what looks like a 5-pointed room, currently
like a star.
it currently has what looks like hay cots laying across the ground, a cooking pit in the middle, which currently has a deer run through, or the parts of whatever's left of a deer run through, hanging upside down over this embery-esque pot space, embery cooking pit, which is currently made of stones to keep it in place. There is some sleeping quarters, but you do, and I would like you to make it a perception check for the rest of what you see in the room.
Okay, perception. That plus perception. Where is perception? There it is. That's a -1. So that's 11.
Okay. You manage to see though, what looks like a pile of objects currently stored together here.
Where is the sleeping quarters on the map?
They are scattered amongst the room in different spots.
Okay.
It's like different, like just bed cots made out of hay in different spots altogether.
Since I'm the stealthiest, can I ask Julie if I can like try to like sneak to the objects?
Sure. You're welcome to ask her anything.
Julie, can I?
I was wondering if I could take like a closer look to see if the cots had like goblins in them.
You both can do those things at the same time.
Is
So-
that perception again?
So are you going up to him physically and checking?
No, I'm just like looking from afar to see if
Yes,
there's like a bump.
Yep, perception from a distance, and then Sasha, if you want to go up and into the space, you would have to make a
Stealth?
stealth check to get across the room stealthily. Yes.
That's a
All
9
right.
for me.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for.
That is a 13 for me.
Okay, so for the case of Julie, you are pretty confident that there is nothing in those cots. They are open. That even with your score, you are confident there is nothing in there. That there is no one in here whatsoever.
So where's the goblins?
And Sasha, you are able to manage to get yourself across the room over to this spot, which is where all the objects that you could see from the hallway are.
Can I see what they are? Like, can I do a perception check to see if that's what I'm looking for?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you don't have to make one because you are you can obviously tell, as Sign moves her way, hide you in the emotional damage. The emotional damage comes. Sign can kind of obviously tell, he's like, that's it. That's what we're looking for. Because she can tell that there is... Like, she is able to tell that there is definitely no goblins in this room.
Alright, I'm gonna need, Omar
But
to help me with this
with the same level of confidence of Julie.
Can Omar just walk in?
Yeah, absolutely you can.
Doesn't even care.
Just walk in and then like wait, hold on. Okay, so where are the cots at the four corners?
Everywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to like the nearest cot.
Mhm.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do perception check just so that I don't touch it yet. Can I get an advantage
Okay.
since I'm right there?
You have light.
Okay.
And you can just you're right over them. But the thing is, you're going to be.
natural 20, so.
I was going to say though, what?
Oh yeah, no, I got an unnatural 20.
Okay.
Perception, yeah.
I was going to say though, you're not rolling an advantage though because you are just walking the line straight for it.
Yeah, no, I had a feeling. I was like, okay.
If you were doing stealthily, you would have been fine. But you're just walking straight forward.
Okay, yeah. So then I got an unnatural 20.
You are extremely confident that bed is empty, and so are all the other ones.
Omar just stabs the bed still.
You stab the empty cot. It sinks in like you would a sword into a very very much obvious pile of hay. Elias, give me a perception check.
Alright, yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I had a feeling that's what you wanted.
So I got an 11.
Got an 11. Cool. You hear from behind you the sounds of
knew it!
clinging. You hear the sounds of what sounds like clinging of different objects and coming from
I knew it.
behind you.
Okay, I rush into the room.
All right. And that's what we're going to call it for tonight.
Oh, no!
No!
Yeah, that's a good ending, though.
Mhm.
That is.
Yeah, but now we have to wait a whole week for actual fighting.
Dude.
Well, I fought some rats.
Yeah, Sasha got to fight. I helped
wasn't
Omar not be
there
on
for
fire.
that.
It was a one-sided fight for some.
And just for the
And
sake
for
of
you,
things.
with a fire.
Oh yeah, it was for me too. Took 3 damage, bro. This it
Yep.
hurt.
You fought forces of nature.
Exactly.
Bro, shit, Fire's got hands, dog. I swear to God.
I do
Fire's
have a
got
question
hands.
though.
Yes.
So for our next session,
Yes.
since I rolled a stealth check when we first entered into this place,
Mhm.
my question is, will my stealth effect still be in effect? I guess in a sense, when our next session starts, or will I have to re-roll to see how stealthy I am in this room?
Unfortunately, yes, but that is only because you are currently in a lit space,
Mm-hmm.
and you have actively gone to attempt to kill some rats.
Okay. Okay, that's not an issue. I was just wondering.
Yep. And so with that, yes, if you need to make a new stealth check, you will have to make a new stealth check. But for the purpose of the fact that you have done a few things in between. But yes. So now you are currently deep inside the goblin's hideout.
Wait, question.
With some...
Do goblins have night vision or like dark vision?
You could... I'm saying next time you can roll me a history check. So, I'm
What
gonna
language
get...
do goblins speak?
Goblin. That's
Makes sense.
actually not. That's
Straightforward.
actually not a joke. They have their own language.
I didn't see that on the list, so.
That's because it is typically not. It is their own language. It follows under. It's within like goblinoid. It's unless you are one of the goblinoid races, be it hobgoblin, goblin, or bugbear, you actually don't. You can't get it. You can't take the language inherently. It's one of the very few languages you can't inherently take. But they do speak common as well. Most of them do speak common. Most, if not all, goblins can speak common in some way.
I just want to trip one of them.
Alright, so, give me just a moment, everyone. I'm gonna hop on back to our... I'm gonna hop back over to my little thing, and I'm gonna say goodnight to my chat as I hand off to another beautiful streamer this evening. And I'll be right back with everyone.
Me too.
Sound good.
Alright.
Okay, everyone. So today was quite something. I wasn't a huge part of it, but it was a lot of fun. Next week we'll be facing goblins, I guess. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you guys have a good morning, good night, good day. I've already decided who I was gonna raid while we were discussing. I'm gonna raid Blair VT. They are an amazing VTuber who is currently playing Stardew Valley. So, very calming stream, and it looks like they're doing some fishing. So, I hope you guys have a good morning, good night, good day, and I'll see you guys all next time. Hopefully, I'll be getting the first episode of the D&D campaign fully edited soon. I did have some plans to make it like a journal kind of thing for Julie, because she's always journaling. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have a good morning, good night, good day, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye! Bye, everyone! Bye-bye!